A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Ken Carpenter saying welcome to the world premiere of the new Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman show, The Halls of Ivy, sponsored by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company, brewers of Schlitz, the beer that made Milwaukee famous. Now, The Halls of Ivy. Surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away. Welcome to Ivy, the town of Ivy and Ivy College. Ivy College is coeducational and non-sectarian, and its age is indicated by the fact that until recently, the curriculum required 2 years of Greek. Ivy is all American. Its student body is a pretty fair cross-section of our country's youthful seekers of knowledge. Dr. William Todd Hunter Hall, Ph.D., LL.D., and M.A., is president of Ivy, at least until the end of the month. His reappointment is under discussion now by the Board of Governors, now meeting in the East Wing of the library.
I have to catch the 4 o'clock train back to town.
We used to get a $20 gold.
I hope you can make it for the weekend.
Gentlemen, we have one more item of business on our agenda, and an important one. It concerns the reappointment of Dr. Hall as president.
Hardly a matter for controversy. He's made a time, President. It shouldn't take long.
Gentlemen, it seems to me, as chairman of this board, that Dr. Hall's record is so eminently satisfactory that there can be no serious obstacle in the way of his confirmation. His 6 years of service has... Mr. Wellman?
Yes. What about Mrs. Hall?
Mrs. Hall is the nicest woman on the
campus. Anything else to worry about?
Gentlemen. What about Mrs. Hall, Mr. Wellman?
Well, I've nothing against the lady personally, but it seems to me that this is hearsay, of course, and I don't ordinarily pay much attention to student gossip.
Will you please get to the point, Mr. Wellman, if there is one?
There is one. To put it bluntly, there is some doubt in my mind whether a man whose wife is an ex-actress and a musical comedy actress at that is the right woman. I mean, if he is the right man to be president of a college like Ivy with a conservative tradition.
Gentlemen, please. Mr. Wellman has raised a point which, however seriously it should be taken, does have a bearing on Dr. Hall's reappointment. My personal feeling, for your information, is that Mrs. Hall's charm and sympathy for and with the younger element is a definite advantage to Dr. Hall's work. This is one opinion. You may hold contrary ones. But I should like to confine the discussion to a period of 1/2 hour. At that time, we will vote for or against reappointment. Mr. Merriweather?
Mr. Chairman, I'm not an Ivy alumnus. I just happen to be a filthy, rich, old man who's dropped some fairly large sums of money on your campus.
Wait a minute, Merriweather. The dignity of this college
dignity, my foot.
Gentlemen, if you please, gentlemen. Order, please. May I remind you that appointing a president of this college is a serious matter, and any pertinent discussion should also be serious. The question of Dr. Hall's fitness...
Toddy, dear, must you pace back and forth like that, like a hyena in the zoo?
A hyena? That's a rather rude comparison, Victoria. A hyena is a nasty animal. If we must be zoological, let me be something a little more noble. A tiger.
A lion. That's what you are, the king of the beasts.
Well, thank you.
And like a lion, you must be brave, dear.
My dear woman, bravery in a college president, even in a former college president.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, it could happen. But as I was saying, bravery in a college president is a superfluous virtue, and practically the only virtue not absolutely required. If the governors of this college... What do you suppose they're doing at their wretched board meeting? Playing Parcheesi?
Temper, Toddy, temper. Successful college presidents never lose their tempers.
I know. And, will you please try not to call me Toddy? Even in these sacred precincts. Someday you'll use it in front of some eager young beaver in the School of Journalism, and 3 weeks later they'll find me at my desk with a hole in my head and a smoking pistol in my hand.
I'll try, dear. I know what the cheerleaders would do with it, too. Tell me, how did they notify you that you ought to be booked for another term?
Booked is hardly the word, Victoria. I am not a juggling act.
Well, we all have our professional phrases, dear. Sometimes...
Well, here it is. Te morituris salutami.
What does that mean?
It means, here's mud in your eye from we who are about to be reappointed or not. Latin.
Well, let's get it over with. I'll let them in. You be busily reading your fan mail or something.
Hello, Mrs. Hall. Gee, I'm glad you're home. Can you give me a few minutes?
Well, frankly, Pushy, it is rather an awkward time. What's the trouble?
Oh, it's that waltz clog I'm doing in the junior follies. I can't seem to remember it. Would you brush me up a little?
Ask them in, Victoria.
Yes, dear. Come in, Pushy. It's Pushy Morgan.
See, I'm sorry to bother you all the time, Mrs. Hall, but the way you explain things are clear as crystal. When I get up at rehearsal, Oh, hello, Dr. Hall.
Hello, Morgan. Did you bring a message from the Board of Governors?
No, sir, I don't.
No, I've been trying to teach him a dance for the junior follies, William. A waltz clog. He wants to brush up a bit.
Really? Now?
Yes, sir.
Well, pull that rug aside, Pushy, while I put a record on. What were we using?
The Sidewalk of New York, remember?
Am I in the way?
Certainly not, dear. Just stand over there by the piano. Pushy has an unfortunate habit of flinging his feet sideways. It makes for a very loose line in the chorus. Now, watch. See? Don't toss yourself about too much. Contain yourself. There's economical movement. Move the shoulders as little as possible. Now try it.
Gee, it sure looks easy when you do it. Okay.
Hold it, Pushy. Stop the music, will you please, William?
Gladly. And may I say, Morgan, I don't think you do too badly.
Well, thank you, sir. Oh, I know I'm no Fred Astaire, but Mrs. Hall is a wonderful teacher. What was I doing wrong, Mrs. Hall?
Well, your balance is all wrong, Pushy. Watch how I shift my weight. See? Now here's what you're doing.
Oh, I think I see what you mean. Look, more like this, huh?
Now you're getting it. You just practice and practice and practice. Try to think of your upper body and arms wrapped up like a mummy. Be tight.
Oh, I get it. I think I know now. Oh, thanks, Mrs. Hall. This is going to be the best show we ever had, Doctor.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, Morgan. Are you one of the leads?
He is the lead, William. He sings even better than he dances.
Oh, I'd better. This whole thing scares me to death. When I think of opening night and me doing the waltz clog in front of all those people, gee, I'd almost rather be back in Okinawa. Almost, that is.
Okinawa? Were you...
Yes, he was, dear. Now you keep practicing, Pushy, and we'll get to work on that third act scenery day after tomorrow.
Okay. And thanks a lot, Mrs. Hall. With you helping us, this thing is really in the bag. Bye, Doctor.
A good day, Morgan. Remember, wrapped up like a mummy.
I'm sorry I interrupted your question, Toddy, but Pushy doesn't talk much about his war experience. He has the Medal of Honor, Purple Heart, Silver Star, and a few other things, you know.
No, I didn't know. I'm glad to hear about it. I'm inclined to lose sight of the fact that these are not all youngsters under my care. When I... Oh, here, let me help.
Pull the rug over a bit, will you, dear?
Over here?
A bit more. There. That's it. Now, what were you saying?
What was I... Oh, yes, this reappointment.
You do want to be reappointed, don't you, Toddy? I mean, William.
Yes, I do. And largely on account of boys like Pushy Morgan. When I address the student body or any part of it, I can see how the world has moved since I went to college myself. In my day, we went to college for fun and to fill in a few years between high school and making a living. Some of these young old men have already lived more than I ever will. And even the inevitable few who are here to avoid work are affected in spite of themselves by the veterans and the ones who are playing for keeps. That's why I like my job more than I ever did. And that's why I wish those... What time is it?
It's 3:37. How did you say you'd be notified?
Well, I've only been reappointed once, you know, so the procedure is not exactly traditional. On that occasion, I was notified in person by two members of the board. Merriweather, whom I liked and admire, and Mr. Wellman, who is, in my considered opinion, a stinker.
Is there any doubt in your mind that you will be reappointed?
I'd be an idiot to take it for granted. Reappointment means a salary increase.
Oh, Charlie, how wonderful.
Yes, and a salary increase naturally brings out the watchdog instincts of the conservative members.
You mean that some of them would actually fire their president just to save a few miserable dollars?
Vicky, I love you very deeply, but you are shamefully ignorant of some of life's basic facts.
I know, dear, but...
The Board of Governors is made up largely of wealthy men, retired industrialists, philanthropists. Dissimilar as they are, they have one trait in common. None of them sees anything miserable about a dollar. Furthermore...
Telephone, dear. Sorry, aren't you going to answer it?
Let it ring.
But, darling, the governors...
But the governors are hard to take. Let me play hard to get.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
In just a moment, we'll return to the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. There's just time now for you to hear how one man learned something very interesting. Here are his own words.
Well, my story is about a neighbor who isn't a neighbor, and a front porch that's really a penthouse, and how I first came to taste Schlitz beer. You see, every night I sit out on my terrace and watch the stars blink, just like I used to from my front porch back home. But it isn't the same because although my next-door neighbor sits on his terrace just 3 feet in a flower box away, we never speak. I know that he lounges in an old tweed jacket and has a hard time keeping his pipe lit and turns to the sports page first, and I don't even know his name. Yet I owe him a great deal of pleasure. You see, every night I used to watch him come out with a huge sandwich and a bottle of beer. And every time he sipped that beer, there was always the same expression on his face. Complete satisfaction. So I made a point of looking at the label every time, and it was always Schlitz. Well, I couldn't help wondering what there was about a beer to make a man look so pleased every time he tasted it. I bought some Schlitz, and I found out all right. Now we sit there just 3 feet away, both with our bottles of Schlitz, both with that same pleased look on our faces. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Join the Halls of Ivy. Pardon me, the phone's ringing.
There's the telephone again, William. That's the third call. I think you've taught them a lesson.
Oh, very well. Dr. Hall's residence? Oh, yes. Yes. Bad news, you say? Well, frankly, I rather expected it. Well, thank you for calling. Yes, as soon as I can. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, dear.
Well, it can't be helped. I suppose I was lucky to get the one I really wanted.
The one... What do you mean? What did they say?
Well, they said they just got a copy of Wiener's book on cybernetics I ordered. Two of the others I wanted are out of print.
The Board of Governors said that?
Oh, no. The campus bookshop. Remind me to pick... Oh. You thought...
Yes. I thought they'd let you go. You know, it wouldn't be so terrible, would it? We could take a nice, long vacation.
Could you use another adjective? Such as brief, or enjoyable, or the usual well-earned?
Oh, you wouldn't be out of work very long, darling. You're a good college president. You're the best college president I know.
Thank you. But I'm afraid your limited experience...
Work very long, darling. You're a good college president. You're the best college president I know.
Thank you. But I'm afraid your limited experience... Was that the phone?
Was what the phone, dear?
I thought I heard the phone. What time is it?
It's 4 minutes to 4.
Get your coat and let's go for a walk.
But Toddy, William, what if the Board of Governors, if they should call while we're out?
Let them find me. One of the janitors on Fraternity Row has a bloodhound. They can track me down.
We can't do it, William. We can't meet rudeness with rudeness.
No. That's right. As usual. My father used to say that the real test of manners was being able to meet bad ones with good ones. But what the devil do they find to discuss all the afternoon? I'll bet Wellman has something to do with this.
Mr. Wellman, the stinker.
Mr. Wellman, the revolving stinker. He's a stinker any way you look at it.
Exactly. What does the fragrant Mr. Wellman do for a living?
Well, my personal opinion is that he waylays little children on their way to the candy store and steals their pennies. But according to various other sources of information, he is a soup magnate.
Soup?
Soup. I suspect that his grandmother was a witch and invented a broth which became a family recipe. I'm afraid to eat any. I might turn into a frog. And I can't swim.
Don't be bitter, dear. After all, you don't have to have this job.
No, we could hitchhike out to California and pick fruit. The harvest. Do ladders make you nervous?
No, not a bit. Do you remember Lulu's mad moment? Oh, no, of course you don't, dear. It just played for 3 nights, Golders Green, I think. But I was Lulu, and I spent most of the second act on a ladder singing interminable choruses of Rhode Island and Elton End.
Sounds like a resounding success.
It was a dismal mistake. The critics, however...
Well, it's about time. Now, shall I accept the reappointment, or shall we pick apricot?
Oh, just play hard to get for 10 or 15 seconds, dear, and then give in gracefully.
Dr. Hall's residence? Yes? Oh. Well, it's quite all right. Not at all. Goodbye. Wrong number. What time is it?
2 minutes after 4. And stop pacing, Toddy. Remember, I don't mind ladders.
Very well. Lulu. May I call you Lulu?
It would be a little presumptuous. You never saw me as Lulu, which you may count among your blessings.
I saw you as Mary and Give Them Tears in London. That's all any man could ask.
Give Them Tears. Oh, I'd love to play it again. It was a lovely play, wasn't it, darling?
If you do it again, I'd like to play the vicar. I could do it, I saw it 27 times.
And you bought your own ticket on a professor's salary.
My sabbatical year turned out to be a theatrical 5 months. You were very kind to the visiting American, Vicky.
The visiting American was very refreshing, Toddy. There was fun. Teaching you how many shillings in a pound, how to eat fish and chips, a Lambeth walk.
Had you noticed me in the audience? Ever? I mean, before...
Oh, my dear. I saw you every time after the first one. And then, the night my maid told me there was a gentleman.
Miss, there's a Mr. Hall wants to see you. A Yank by the looks of him.
What did he want, Penny?
I don't know, he didn't say, but he's a pleasant-spoken man and nice-looking. None of the ordinary runaback stagers.
Oh, I
Yes,
Miss Cromwell, I realize this is perhaps an imposition, but I'm leaving for the United States in a few days, and I felt I must tell you something.
Yes, Mr. Hall. Or is it Professor Hall? Or Dr. Hall?
No, it doesn't matter. What does matter is that I am not ordinarily much of a theater-goer, but I've seen you in this very beautiful play 26 times. And I'd feel that I had been lacking in simple courtesy had I not told you in person how much genuine pleasure you have given me. The hours I have spent watching you will be a memory which I shall treasure the rest of my somewhat dull life. I am most grateful.
Oh, Mr. Hall, this is really... Penny, go away.
Oh, yes, miss.
Please sit down, Mr. Hall.
Thank you, but, I've been told this is a rather inconvenient time to visit backstage. My ignorance of theatrical procedure...
Your ignorance of the rules, Mr. Hall, is rather refreshing. And you don't want an autographed photo or an endorsement of some brand of petrol or to discuss a tentative new motion picture over a late supper.
No, none of these things. No, I merely wish to say thank you. I might also say that dressing room views of one's favorite actress are popularly supposed to be disillusioning. I'm always glad to help kick a superstition in the head.
Oh, well, I'm glad I'm your favorite actress, Mr. Hall. You're becoming my favorite audience. Tell me, why did you wait so long to come and tell me all these nice things?
Well, frankly, I hadn't the courage until tonight. And the thought of going home without hearing you speak to me in person was simply intolerable. So, thank you once more.
No, don't go, Mr. Hall. Sit down again. I want to talk to you some more. Why, anyone who thinks as highly of me as you do and says so beautifully is to me a very stimulating conversationalist.
Miss Cromwell, I wouldn't have mentioned this, but inasmuch as you have introduced the subject...
How would you like it inscribed, Mr. Hall?
Oh, just say something like with kindest regards to... Well, how did you know what I meant?
I think because I wanted you to want a picture of me.
Oh, good heavens, I'm sorry. I've overstayed. What was that? Curtain time? Overture?
Darling, it's the doorbell.
What? I didn't...
Sorry, darling, it's the doorbell. Answer the doorbell.
Oh, the doorbell. Yes.
William, you were wool gathering.
Yes, I guess I was. And doesn't wool make a lovely comforter?
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, it doesn't matter, darling. No, excuse me. I'll see who's at the door.
Good evening, Dr.
Oh, Mr. Merriweather. Mr. Wellman.
How do you do, Dr. Hall?
We were just debating about taking a walk. Another 10 minutes and we'd probably have been gone. Victoria, I think you know Mr. Merriweather.
Yes, indeed, I do. Good afternoon, Mr. Merriweather.
Mrs. Hall, I'm glad to see you. In fact, I'm all...
Excuse me, Mr. Merriweather, but I'm afraid Mrs. Hall hasn't met Mr. Wellman. Victoria, may I introduce Mr. Clarence Wellman?
How do you do, Mr. Wellman?
Mrs. Hall, we haven't met before, formally. But I remember you from 1934, I think. In England, Golders Green, in Lulu's Mad Moment.
Was that the one where I played the witch brewing a wicked broth which turned men into frogs?
No, dear, no. Lulu's Mad Moment was where you spent most of the second act on a ladder, remember?
That was it, the ladder. I'll have to admit, Mrs. Hall, that you were interesting. But that play, how long did it run?
Run, Mr. Wellman, is much too vigorous a word. It tottered for 3 days and fell down dead. Did you have the fortune, good or bad, to see Lulu's Mad Moment, Mr. Merriweather?
No, I didn't, Mrs. Hall. But I saw Give Them Tears 5 times in New York. Gad, ma'am, if I'd been a couple of 100 years younger and hadn't had a wife who understood me, you'd have found me at the stage door every night with a a bunch of emeralds in my hot little hand.
I don't like to intrude on your memoirs, gentlemen, but could I serve you any refreshments?
You mean tea, Dr. Hall?
No, Mr. Wellman, I didn't mean tea. Although tea is available if you care for it this late in the afternoon.
Personally, I'm a temperance man, Doctor.
I am seldom seen reeling across the campus myself, Mr. Wellman. May I get you something, Vicky?
No, thank you, William.
Apologies for keeping you waiting, Doctor.
Waiting for what, Mr. Merriweather?
Waiting for what? Don't you realize today is the deadline for your reappointment as president of Ivy, Dr. Hall?
Oh, gracious, so it is. William, did you hear?
Yes, I did.
Well, I knew you weren't the type to stew around about it, Hall. Right temperament, the president of Ivy always said so. Well, then, you're the committee. Tell the man.
Dr. Hall, I have been requested by the Board of Governors to inform you of your reappointment as president of Ivy College for a further term of 5
With
years.
more money, too, so you...
I'm the committee of one.
Go ahead and commit. Stop stalling around.
For a further term of 5 years, Doctor, with an increase in stipend of $2,500.
Thank you, Mr. Wellman.
Does this mean, William, that we can't go to California?
I'm afraid so, dear. But possibly on our vacation we can pick an orange. Must you go, gentlemen?
Yes, got to get home, Doctor. Come on, Clarence. Night, Doctor, and congratulations to you and to the college.
Thank you.
Night, Mrs. Hall.
Good night.
And thanks for being so kind and patient with my nephew.
Your nephew?
Pushy Morgan.
Oh.
Stumblebum. Yeah, you taught him how to know his left foot from his right. He's crazy about you.
Oh.
So am I. Come on, Wellman. What are you stalling around for?
Good night, Doctor. Good night, Mrs. Hall.
Good night. Good night. Congratulations, Doctor.
Thank you, Lulu. You may come down from the ladder now. Well, what an afternoon. I promise you I won't go through that again.
Won't you, Toddy? 5 years isn't so long.
Oh, next time I'll be ready for them. I'll be equipped to laugh at them, if you'll help me.
Well, of course, dear.
Look, Vicky, teach me that waltz plug. I think I might have a flair for that sort of thing. Now watch, isn't it this the way?
No. Look, Toddy, like this.
Mr. and Mrs. Coleman will be back in a moment.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Herbert Rawlinson, Herbert Butterfield, Willard Waterman, Gloria Gordon, and Lee Millard. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Matt Wolf, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Next, hear We the People over most of these same NBC stations.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. And now, the Halls of Ivy.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. We suppose most people regard a college president, when they happen to think of him at all, as a man concerned only with scholarly matters, such as a fat endowment or a new football stadium. Now, this is a profound misconception. In most respects, college presidents have the same interests we do. At this moment, for example, Dr. William Todd Hunter Hall, the president of Ivy, sits book in hand seeking the answer to a question millions of thoughtful Americans are asking themselves tonight. Who done it? Mrs. Hall is going over the household accounts.
Toddy, the telephone. Toddy, please answer the telephone.
I hear it, Victoria, but I don't see it.
You were the one who wanted the extra long extension cord installed.
I know I did. I thought it would be a convenience. I didn't foresee it as an endless series of rumps through the living room. Do you see it anywhere?
It seems to be coming from that part of the room.
It's coming from every part of the room.
Look under the couch.
This is one of the most infuriating... Yes, what is it, Penny?
The telephone is ringing, sir.
Thank you. We are trying to find it.
I found the cord.
That's good. Now follow it to the end. It's all right, Penny.
Yes, sir.
Well, answer it, Victoria.
Wrong end.
Not again. This happens every time. I can't... Oh, here it is. I've got it.
Well done.
Now, let's see who... It stopped. Yes, it's provoking to think it may have been important.
It's even more provoking to think it may have been a wrong number. Stop worrying over it, Toddy. You said you were going to relax this evening. Go on back to your mystery. Is it a good one?
Yes, very intriguing. And almost as bloody as Hamlet.
Like another cushion?
No, thank you, darling. I'm quite comfortable. I can reach it. Hello? Yes, speaking. Oh, good evening. Oh, fine, thank you. Tonight? Well, yes, if it's really important. When shall I expect you? Very well, then. Yes. Goodbye. The chairman of the board is coming over, Mr. Wellman. I suspect he has bad news for me. He sounded so horribly cheerful.
Mr. Clarence Wellman, the stinker?
The same. Chairman of the Board of Governors and spark plug of the Let's Drive Dr. Hall to an Early Grave campaign.
Oh, dear. Couldn't you put him off? Seems such a shame to let yourself in for such dreadful dullness on your one free night.
Oh, I doubt that I shall find it dull. Wellman and I share a common interest in... I wonder what sort of a nasty brew he's concocted this time.
Well, go on. Do drop the other shoe, Toddy. You were saying that you and Mr. Wellman share a common interest. A common interest in what?
My job. I have it, and he wants me out of it. He's been after that for years, pursuing it with the fixity of purpose and the utter lack of humor of a child reading a comic book.
Well, there's no point in fretting. Have an apple.
Vicky, darling, I love you, but I cannot be soothed with a pippin.
I wasn't trying to soothe you, Toddy. I was merely trying to induce you to eat some fruit. You never eat any at all. It's bad for you. Is there any chance of Mr. Wellman getting you out of your job?
Oh, not for the next 5 years. My contract, as you know, runs through 1955. But he seems to have reasoned that if little drops of water can, in the course of time, produce a phenomenon like the Grand Canyon, I need not complete the thought.
You sure you won't try pippin?
Quite sure, my dear. In my most tranquil moments, I have little taste for apples. I'd even less while awaiting the arrival of a colleague who is seeking to dehorse me.
It's very odd, you know. I should detest fruit, too. It figured so prominently in my first professional appearance.
Really, Victoria? I've always thought of your theatrical career as a series of personal triumphs.
Yeah, it was, for the most part. But not in this particular instance. I was only 15, but rather ripe for my age, when a comic named Arthur Pinero offered me a job as his partner in a variety turn.
15? I wish I'd seen the act.
You'll change your mind when I'll tell you we were billed as Pinero and Cromwell, those funny people. We broke in a turn at a small variety house in the East End of London. I like to think the performance flopped because of its subtlety.
What was it like?
Well, I'd feed Artie a line, and he'd retort wittily, and then we'd slosh each other about the head with inflated bladders. The harvest of fruit generally occurred after we'd been on about 3 minutes, and order was not restored until about the 6th chorus of God Save the King.
And you still like apples, huh? Well, 9 o'clock. Wellman will be here any minute.
Oh, Toddy, don't look so concerned. Do you think he's got some particular grudge against you?
No, I don't think so. No, he's just a sort of an intellectual Sunday driver. He has no destination in mind and resents being passed by someone who has. Uh-oh, there he is now.
Well, Penny will let him in. You're not really worrying about his visit, are you?
No, but the jawbone of an ass is a legendary weapon. And Mr. Wellman, being equipped with both uppers and lowers... Whoops. Oh, good evening, Mr. Wellman.
Good evening, Dr. Hall. And Mrs. Hall.
Good evening.
Come in.
Thank you. How are you feeling this evening, Doctor?
Fine. Never better. Should have seen the dinner I ate.
Oh, good.
I really tucked it away with both hands tonight, didn't I, Victoria?
You certainly did. And imagine, no sooner had we left the table and settled ourselves in here than he asked for an apple. Here you are, William, have one.
Thank you, Victoria.
Oh, not at all. Would you care for one, Mr. Wellman?
No, thank you. Apples do not agree with me.
Sit down, Mr. Wellman.
Thank you. This won't take very long. I seem to have sat on your book.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, I must have...
Raymond Harris's latest. He died laughing. Finished it?
No, I'm in the middle.
I read it last night. Excellent mystery, I thought. Have you guessed yet that the elevator girl Dolores is the murderer?
No, I haven't. I imagine I will very soon, though. Is there anything else you wish to see me about?
Yes. I have here a copy of today's edition of the students' newspaper, the Ivy Bulletin. I want to read the editorial to you, if I may. Just listen to this. The statements issued by our Board of Governors resemble the peace of God in that they are beyond human comprehension. Never has so much pap...
What? Let me see that.
It's quite the most vicious attack I've ever read.
Who's responsible for this?
Young Buckley, I presume. Jared Buckley, the editor.
I shall most certainly demand a full explanation.
The governors were so incensed when they learned...
The board knows of this? They know of this editorial? How?
I had some other business to take up with them and called an informal meeting early this evening. This was taken up in passing. I naturally assumed they were already familiar with it.
Naturally. Everyone knows that prosperous industrialists spend most of their time devouring student publications.
It was an irregular meeting, Doctor. I trust it does not upset you.
Oh, not in the least. Victoria, may I have another apple?
Of course, yeah.
Thank you.
I assumed the board would be familiar with the editorial because of my own interest in the bulletin. I was its editor while a member of the class of 1907. Imagine my horror when I realized they had heard nothing about this editorial and never would have had I not brought it to their attention.
You must have felt dreadful.
I immediately tried to undo the damage I had so innocently caused. I told them I felt certain there was some explanation for an editorial which discussed me and the other members of the board in terms one would not apply even to a mongrel dog.
And that failed to calm them?
My efforts to pour oil upon the troubled waters merely incensed them the more.
Incredible.
They instructed me to go to the root of the matter and to announce to you that they would press for Buckley's expulsion. His immediate expulsion.
The decision to expel rests entirely with me. Until I know the full story, I refuse even to consider it. The members of the board are entirely justified in their resentment. But so drastic a step is not to be thought of prior to full investigation.
Well, of course, that's a matter resting entirely between you and the members of the board, of which I merely happen to be the chairman. Oh, good heavens. Look at the time. I didn't intend to stay this long. I must have bored you to death with my dull, sharp talk, Mrs. Hall.
Oh, not at all. Your visit is very stimulating. Gave me all sorts of ideas.
Very kind of you to say so. Good night, Doctor. Don't bother to see me to the door.
Good night. I want you to know I'm fully aware of how you've gone out of your way in this matter of the editorial.
Oh, no, don't mention it. I always like to do whatever I can.
Yes, that's what I mean. Good night.
Is it as bad as it sounds, darling?
I'm afraid it'll require more than 6 choruses of God Save the King to save this act, Victoria. I must see young Buckley at once to determine exactly what prompted his outburst. I'll have Grogan locate him. I'll call him now. And... oh, no.
What is it, Toddy?
It's gone. That leaping telephone has slipped its leash and run to cover again. Come on, Vicky. You take that side of the room and I'll take this side. Between us, we should be able to run it down by midnight.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
When you hear a man talk like that, you know he's had a pleasant experience, one that may suggest something equally enjoyable to you. So before we return to the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, let's hear what happened in a Rufus room when an amateur railroad tycoon entertained a man who could very well be a neighbor of yours.
My story concerns a friend who loves to demonstrate the workings of his model railroad and how he put me on the right track to the beer that made Milwaukee famous. Now, if that sounds confusing, it's only because you weren't with me that evening when I helped my friend manipulate his model trains with a skill that would have put Casey Jones to shame. My wife was along, and as she says, you know how men are. So it was evidently no surprise to her that I became completely engrossed in switching tiny streamliners and backing freight cars all over the basement. But what did surprise her was that my enthusiasm for railroading evaporated so quickly. And I'll have to admit that my interest in model locomotives collapsed like a punctured balloon the minute that tray came round the bend. For the tray held Schlitz beer. Certainly I was curious. But certainly my friend, who is so exacting about details in his hobby, would be equally concerned with the fine points of any beer he served. So while everyone else was helping get the trains back into the roundhouse, I was savoring that first taste of Schlitz. Maybe my wife is right. Maybe I wasn't minding my manners. But I've been minding them ever since. For now, when we have callers, I'm a perfect host. I serve Schlitz. And I've never forgotten that I have my friend to thank for putting me on the right track to the beer that, to coin a phrase, established the reputation of a certain city in Wisconsin. What I mean is, no wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
That surround us here today.
As we rejoin the Halls of Ivy, the rather worried Dr. Hall, with a touch of nostalgia, says,
You know, Victoria, there are times when I wish I were a carefree undergraduate once more.
Oh, stretch out on the couch, Toddy. Put your head in my lap. There.
That's good. You know, in those days I used to wear a yellow slicker covered with funny sayings, such as banana oil. And I wore a blazing red felt hat known as a whoopee crusher. And I drove about in a purple Stutz Bearcat sounding an enormous klaxon horn incessantly.
Whatever for?
Why, I had to. In order not to be conspicuous. We were all alike. What the devil's the matter with Grogan and his campus police? Shouldn't take this long to find Buckley.
Oh, relax, Toddy. I'm sure it's not that...
It's all right. Don't move, Vicky. I have my foot on it. Hello. Speaking. Yes, Grogan, have you found him? Good. Thank you very much. Good night.
Young Buckley is on his way over.
Now, you won't be too severe with him, will you, Toddy? You can be terribly intimidating, you know.
Inasmuch as Buckley stands 6'4" and came out of the war covered with decorations for bravery beyond the call of duty, I don't think you need be unduly concerned for him, Victoria. If you must have fears, let them center about me. I don't relish this interview at all.
If he published a retraction, would that smooth things over?
I'm afraid not. Mr. Wellman, the entire board, in fact, will be appeased by nothing short of a human sacrifice. My own feeling is that Buckley, as editor, is privileged to express his view right or wrong, subject only to a reply by the board being given equal space and prominence in the bulletin. I have very strong feelings about the freedom of the press.
That's one of the reasons I love you, Toddy. You have strong feelings about everything.
Thank you, Vicky. I also have very strong feelings about the freedom of reading. Our press is free to report and interpret, and is also free to distort and suppress. The public is free to read what it will, and is also free to disbelieve and go behind the printed word. Free is a short word that goes a long way. It's one of the most beautiful words in our language. Ever since the Chinese invented movable type half a century before Gutenberg, freedom has been moving forward, in spite of a few bad publishers and stupid readers. A responsible press and an informed public... excuse me, am I making a speech again?
Yes. The same one you gave to the journalism class last month, though you fixed it up a little. What do you do if Mr. Wellman insists Buckley be expelled?
Oh, I'll fight him. Even though the board may take my contract and... Tell me, is it very difficult to manipulate an inflated bladder? Before long, you and I may well find ourselves breaking in a new act in the East End of London.
Well, it's not so difficult.
Cromwell and Hall, those two funny people. Tell me, lady, how do you know how to make a Venetian blind?
No, how do you make a Venetian blind?
You stick your finger in his eye. Oh, dear. I hope your London audience is mellowed by now.
Yes. Tell me, Dr. Hall, when did you first begin to suspect that you had an aptitude for the theater?
Oh, I think it was when I first saw you in Give Them Tears in London and returned to see it another 25 times. I'd never before noticed any particular urge in that direction. But it wasn't until our first date that I realized what a talent I had for acting. I remember I'd lost my book of traveler's checks that afternoon and found myself that evening standing at the stage door, not a penny in my pockets, waiting for the one woman in the world upon whom I wished to make a favorable impression.
No, Toddy.
The casualness with which I masked my agony convinced me the stage had lost a genius when I embarked upon an academic career.
So sorry to kept you waiting, Mr. Hall.
In view of the reward, Miss Cromwell, my time was well spent. You look very beautiful. Oh, this is for you.
Oh, it's lovely. I've always thought a single rose more charming than great big bouquets of them.
Really? I'm very glad.
I'll wear it in my hair. What made you decide to bring me just one? Did you know I preferred it?
No. It seemed like a good idea somehow. May I say its beauty has faded by comparison?
Oh, no. And the more ways in which we say it, the happier I'll be. It's foggy tonight, isn't it? Is there a taxi out there?
I imagine there must be.
I'm absolutely starved. I never eat before a performance, and I'm always ravenous at the final curtain. Where are we going?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, well, we might go to the Wedgeley. The food's heavenly. You very hungry?
Well, it's funny, but at the moment, I seem to have no appetite whatsoever.
Well, I think I could eat for both of us. It's foggy. It's extraordinarily thick. Where's your taxi parked?
I can't see a thing. I'm completely lost.
Oh, well, your driver's probably not waiting for you anyway. Taxis are at a premium on nights like this. Fortunately, the Wedgeley's only round the corner. Do you mind walking?
Not at all. In fact, I'm in favor of it.
You're very quiet.
I was thinking that this is like a daydream come true for me. In London, on a sabbatical,
walking in the mystery of night and fog, with you on my arm. It's a heady mixture for a professor.
What would you be doing if you were back home now?
On a Saturday night?
Hmm.
Oh, I'd find something stimulating to do, I suppose. Drive through the countryside, or a concert, or a squash game at the club.
Really? On a Saturday night, huh?
Oh, I know that doesn't sound like much when I tell it, but when you're living it,
yes?
Then it's even worse.
Oh.
But I remember an evening like this for the rest of my life. The way it's gone these past few minutes, that is. I think I'd best tell you now that I can't take you to the Wedgeley, nor any place else, because I haven't any money.
What?
I misplaced my traveler's checks. The only money I could raise was 2 shillings. Borrowed it from the doorman at the hotel. And I spent that for the rose. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, no. Don't apologize, please. How did you get to the theater from your hotel? You're stopping at the Hanover, aren't you?
Yes. I walked.
All the way? It's the other side of London.
Oh, I started around 7. Shall I take you back to the theater?
No. Professor Hall, may I say that never in my life has anyone walked a dozen miles to see me, and I'm very moved.
Then I'm glad I ran part of the way.
Oh. Do you think you could walk another 2 miles?
Of course. Why?
Well, my flat's only 2 miles away. There's a perfectly delicious steak waiting, and I happen to be the best cook in the world.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Why, not at all, sir.
You've lifted a mountain from my heart.
Do you mean you want to see him or don't you?
I thought you'd be angry.
Why should I be angry?
Tidy, Penny wants to know whether or not to show young Buckley in.
Buckley? Who's Buckley? Oh, Buckley! Yes, of course. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Show him in. Vicky, darling, will you entertain him while I put on a coat? A certain formality is required, and a dressing gown
yes,
is
of course,
hardly...
of course.
I'll be down immediately.
Mrs. Hall?
Yes.
Good evening.
Mr. Buckley?
Yes, Gerard Buckley, Corporal, United States Army. Retired.
How do you do? Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
You've never been here before, have you?
No, ma'am. This is my first visit to the powerhouse.
The powerhouse. Is that what the students call it?
Yes, ma'am. Well, this fire feels good. Winter is really here, isn't it? Saw a whole covey of good humor wagons flying south this afternoon.
I hope this call hasn't inconvenienced you.
That's all right. I was out with a girl.
Well, the thought seems to sadden you.
She annoys me. In my relationship with her, I'm something like the hands on that clock over there. I have the feeling I'm making time, but at the end of the day, I'm right back where I started. Oh, well. Have you any idea why Dr. Hall wants to see me?
Well, he'll be down directly to tell you himself, but I don't think I'm violating a confidence to say it has to do with the editorial in today's bulletin.
You mean he read it?
He knows most of it by heart.
The millennium is at hand. Someone has finally read an editorial in an American newspaper.
Well, is that so very unusual?
Unusual? Mrs. Hall, if I were delegated to guard our atomic bomb secrets, I couldn't think of a better way than to print them in bold-faced caps as a newspaper editorial. So someone has read an editorial in the Bull. We must be getting a following.
Oh, yes. A passionate one.
Well, possibly it's deserved. Today's editorial did have a certain style.
If you do say so yourself.
Oh, I'm not being immodest. I didn't write today's editorial.
What's that?
I said I did... Oh, good evening, Dr. Hall.
You say you didn't write today's editorial?
No, sir, it's a reprint.
A reprint? Of what?
Of an editorial that appeared in the Bull years ago, 40, 50 years ago. Written by a fellow named, Wellman. Clarence Wellman.
No.
Yes, sir. Is he any relation to the Wellman on our Board of Governors?
They are one and the same.
I hope you're not angry, sir.
Oh, no. No, quite the contrary. I have never been more pleased.
Oh, I'm glad.
I think you're doing a remarkable job with the Bull. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir, you'd be surprised at the comments I've heard.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, that's all I wanted to say to you. Thank you for coming so promptly.
Yes, but what... Well, I mean, I don't understand. Why did... Oh, well, Good night, Mrs. Hall.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, and thanks again.
Don't mention it. Good night.
It's good to see you laughing again, Toddy.
Oh, it feels good, too, my darling. Now, will you sit quite still while I make a very pleasant phone call?
If you don't mind my snooping.
I have neither the mind nor the will to stop you. Now, come closer.
Who are you calling?
You'll see. Hello, Mr. Wellman.
Yes?
This is Dr. Hall.
Doctor?
I am pursuing this editorial investigation with all possible speed.
Your promptness is most commendable.
Thank you. You consider the editorial most destructive, don't you, Mr. Wellman?
More than that. Student opinion of this nature can destroy forever the authority of this college.
And you feel, then, that nothing short of expulsion would be proper punishment for the author?
Beyond expelling him, I personally would like to send him to prison. I consider the writer unfit for any association with Ivy.
I see. Shall I say that to the board in the morning, Mr. Wellman?
By all means.
Very well. But before I hang up, I feel that you should know that Jerry Buckley did not write it.
Then who did?
You did, Mr. Wellman, in 1907. Good night. Oh, I feel so good. Vicky.
What?
Would you like to play a game I just thought of?
A game? What game, Toddy?
I'm going to blindfold you, hide the telephone, then go down to the drugstore and call you up. I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
When we get this month's telephone bill, my dear, don't show it to me. Just pay it. Pay it cheerfully.
Why, won't you want to look it over?
Not this one, no. My last call was worth the entire bill. So just send a check, even though the charges may seem exorbitant. Any conversation I've had with Mr. Wellman, I am happy to consider a long-distance call.
All right.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Herbert Butterfield, Roland Morris, and Gloria Gordon. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman. The music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolf, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Next, hear We the People over most of these same NBC stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, the Halls of Ivy.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy, the College of Ivy and the town of Ivy, USA. Dr. William Todhunter Hall, president of Ivy College, has all the troubles common to college presidents. They consist mostly of fiscal matters, financial affairs, and money. As he's often been heard to say, a man in his position must be 1 part babysitter, 1 part mediator, and 98 parts panhandler. But Dr. Hall has at least one advantage over his scholastic opposite number. He has a wife named Victoria, formerly a glittering ornament of the English musical comedy theater, and now the epitome of what a tired man should come home to.
Ah, what a lovely room this is. Not an old grad in sight. Vicky, are you here?
Yes, dear. Oh, you look tired, Toddy. Had a rough day?
Oh, not too awfully bad. I have pledges of $151,000 toward the new gymnasium.
Well, that's wonderful. $150,000 seems like a great deal of money.
Yes, it does. Until you remember that these are pledges, not cash.
I suppose there is a difference.
There is indeed. The same difference that exists between the sudden slight illness of a wealthy uncle and the reading of the will. Is Penny ready with the tea?
Right here, sir, and some of your favourite biscuits, too.
Thank you, Penny.
Penny?
Yes, Mum?
How many times must I tell you cookies, not biscuits? We are now in the United States of America, and we speak Mr. Truman's English, not the King's.
Yes, Mum. I'll keep trying, Mum. Lifts is elevators, trams is streetcars, lorries is trucks, and a doke is a prize fighter's fist. Cookies, she says.
Oh, stop grizzling, Penny. Here you are, William.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought Penny over here with you, Victoria. The way she makes tea should cement British-American relations for years to come.
Yes.
Yes, and the way she makes coffee would dissolve the cement overnight. Has anything happened today?
Well, let me think. There was a young man named Gray who wanted to see you. He came 3-4 times. He seemed rather emotionally upset.
Emotional upsets are not infrequent among college-age young men, Vicky. They are psychic growing pains.
Ah, that's probably Mr. Gray. You'd better take care of his growing pains and call me when he's cured. I'll be in the kitchen. Tonight I'm making the coffee myself.
A gentleman to see you, Dr. Hall, Mr. Mellot.
Mr. Mellot? Mellot? Well, he couldn't be the... Ask him in, Penny.
Right in here, sir.
Hello?
How do you do? Penny, please take the things away, will you? Unless I can offer you a cup, sir.
No, thank you. Dr. Hall, I'm Mike Mellot.
Yes, I've seen your picture in the paper. What did you wish to see me about?
Well, Doc, the grapevine says you're out after some dough for a new gym. Is that right?
The grapes on your vine are a little overripe, Mr. Mellot. It's rather common knowledge. What about it?
I want to give you some.
May I ask you a question, Mr. Mellot?
Sure. But I warn you, Doc, I've been questioned by experts under brighter lights than you got in here. Go ahead.
What business are you in?
Well, that's a fair question. I got a string of dry cleaning joints. That's on top. On the bottom, I make book.
Bookmaking is not a legal operation, Mr. Mellot.
Legal or illegal, Doc, depends on locations. Horse booking is against the law in this country. In England, it's legal.
Well, then I suggest you make your donation to Oxford. That's in England.
I ain't got a kid in Oxford.
You have a kid attending Ivy College?
Yeah, son.
I didn't know that.
Well, not many people do, Doc, and I want to keep it off the record. He's a good boy. I want to see him get the breaks that I didn't get when I was a kid. In a cold water flat, laying on a cheap mattress with a piece of billiard cue, waiting for the next rat to come out of the plaster.
Mr. Mellot, I fully sympathize with your intention of giving your son the advantages you lacked.
I'm not asking for sympathy, Doc. I'm asking for a square deal for the kid, that's all.
Ivy College does not sell square deals, Mr. Mellot. We have here the sons and daughters of rich men, poor men, beggar men, thieves, doctors, lawyers, and merchants of almost everything. I doubt if anyone here expects more of a square deal than he is entitled to through hard work, decency, and a certain civilizing contact with his fellows.
How do they get this contact?
I should think that would be obvious. In classes, fraternities, sports.
Yeah, but Eddie ain't getting it.
Why isn't he?
I don't know. He's got a nice personality, but no nice friends, only stooges. I want to get him into a fraternity, and don't tell me that ain't for sale.
I do tell you that.
Now, wait a minute. If this school gets, say, $250,000 toward a new gymnasium, you mean nobody can pull hard enough to get a boy into a fraternity?
Mr. Mellot, I'm afraid your somewhat violent training has distorted your social viewpoint.
Huh? Break that down.
I shall. You, Mr. Mellot, have had too much experience with special privilege. You've spent too many years purchasing crooked policemen, aldermen, judges. You've made yourself a power in the land through money, through fear. You are a totalitarian. If your son wishes to... Does he, by the way, know that you are here in his behalf?
If he knew it, he'd slug me.
Good.
What?
Well, I say good because now I'm interested in Eddie. Eddie who, by the way? I gather he is not using your name.
Oh, Gray. Eddie Gray.
Well, I'll talk to your son, Mr. Mellot, but I'm afraid I must refuse your donation to our gymnasium fund.
You mean my money ain't good enough, huh?
Oh, money has no status of its own. It's merely a medium of exchange. The only question that arises is, what would we be expected to exchange for it? In this case, special privileges to one Eddie Gray. However, I am impressed by any boy who has the integrity to poke his father in the nose for attempting to buy him into the good graces of his fellows.
You don't accept the donation, huh?
Not yours, Mr. Mellot. Well, that's my personal reaction. I may be overruled.
Uh-huh. Well, okay. Wellman thought you might take that attitude.
Wellman?
Yeah.
You mean Mr. Clarence Wellman of our governing board?
Mm-hmm. He really wants this gymnasium, you know. Well, thanks for the conversation. You don't have to go to the door with me. I won't steal anything on the way out.
The only thing I have which you might want can neither be stolen nor sold, Mr. Mellot. Good day.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you.
$250,000. Hall, I'm afraid your vaunted integrity will someday get you a fine position running a filling station.
Would I be too inquisitive, Toddy, if I asked what Mr. Mellot wanted?
Oh, so you recognized him, eh, Vicky?
I recognize his voice. I've heard him in the courtroom, in newsreels. I never forget a voice. He's, arrogant, isn't he?
He has the arrogance of purchasing power. A man who has lifted himself by his own bootleg, if I may perpetrate a mild pun. Vicky.
Yes, dear.
See if you can get a student named Eddie Gray to come over and see me, will you?
Certainly. Eddie Gray? Well, that's the boy who's been trying to see you all day.
Yes, he's Mike Mellot's son.
No.
I'm anxious to talk to him. His father is a sterling character, devaluated. I want to see how far the devaluation has gone.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
There's a story behind those words, a pleasant story that may suggest something equally pleasant to you. So before we return to the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, here's a curious artist to tell us about the masterpiece he discovered aboard a steamer.
I'm a portrait painter, and other people's faces are my fortune. So it isn't surprising that studying faces has become almost second nature with me. Just last month, for instance, during my trip to Bermuda, I was in the lounge pretending to read a magazine, but actually watching a man drink beer. As the beer passed his lips, you could see his expression change from pleasant anticipation to complete satisfaction. But the more I watched, the more distracted I became. Instead of just observing the man's expression, I found myself wondering what it would be like to taste a beer that could give so much satisfaction. I took the trouble to look at the label on the bottle. The man was drinking Schlitz. I'd heard about Schlitz, of course, but I'd never tasted it. So I called the waiter and ordered the bottle. I discovered that Schlitz was more than a work of art. It was a masterpiece. Here was a beer so fine and so distinctive that the complete picture of its goodness could only be painted by tasting it. As I sat there drinking my glass of Schlitz and enjoying every drop, I happened to glance into the mirror. There was that same look of satisfaction I'd seen before. Only this time, I was wearing it. As an artist, I'd doff my beret, if I had one, to the beer that can command such a reaction. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today.
And now back to Ivy, where Mrs. Hall is asking a question.
Would you prefer to be left alone with the boy, William, when he gets here?
On the contrary, Vicky, I wish you'd stay. And after all, one of the reasons I married you was so that I could utilize your understanding for young people. Or did you think it was just because you were beautiful, charming, and I loved you very much?
Well, I really don't think you had very much to say about it, Toddy. The minute we met, I decided to marry you. And with typical British tenacity, I followed through. Any regrets?
Oh, no. I've liked it from the first. And not only for the usual reasons, love and affection and admiration and all that, but historically, our marriage has perspective.
It has, dear?
Yes, England has always been married to America. Oh, they may bicker a bit, criticize each other's manners, argue over the paycheck, but let one of them hear a burglar in the middle of the night and they start helping each other look through the bureau drawers for the family revolver. Which, for some reason, they never keep loaded. Yes, I always think that... was that the doorbell?
Yes, it must be Mr. Gray. And you do want me to stay?
Oh, please. You can be maternal while I am in loco parentis.
Well, whatever that is, dear, I'm sure you'll do it very successfully. Mr. Gray... Yes, Penny?
A young gentleman to see Dr. Hall, Mum.
Well, bring him right in, Penny.
Yes, sir. Just step in here, please, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mrs. Hall.
How do you do?
Hello, Doctor. I'm Edward Gray.
I'm sorry I was out when you called before, Gray. Won't you sit down?
Thank you, sir.
Well, I think we've met before, Mr. Gray. You were kind enough to carry some books out to my car at the bookshop last week.
Oh, that was all right. I was just in there killing a couple hours anyway, buying some magic stuff.
Magic stuff?
Parlor magic, Doctor. It's kind of a hobby.
Oh.
Look, I'll show you. Here's a deck of cards. Take one. Any one.
Very well. This one.
Okay. Now put it back in the deck. You remember the card?
Yes, it was the...
No, don't tell William. Go ahead, Mr. Gray.
Okay. Now I shuffle the deck, fire a pistol, which I just happen to have in my left hand. And if you'll look up, Doctor, I believe that's the card you selected fastened to the ceiling with a thumbtack.
Well... That's, very interesting. How did you do that?
Oh, William, please. One never asks the magician to reveal a trick.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was very well done, Gray.
Thank you, sir. I have a lot of time to practice. I don't belong to any of the organizations around here, so... Well, that's why I wanted to see you.
Why, what do you mean?
I think maybe I ought to leave Ivy.
Well, it seems a little drastic, Gray. Have you discussed this with your faculty advisor?
No, sir. My faculty advisor is Professor Boltman. He's a droop. I mean...
Oh, don't apologize, Mr. Gray. I think he's a bit of a droop myself.
Gee, you do?
Victoria, just maternal. Exactly why are you unhappy here, Gray? You've been getting good marks.
Oh, I don't have any trouble with studies, Doctor, but the guys... I mean, the men and girls I'd like to go around with... Well, I seem to attract just the free ride kids, if you know what I mean.
May I make a suggestion, Eddie? If I may call you Eddie.
Oh, sure, Mrs. Hall.
Get rid of that big, shiny convertible. Send it home. Get a broken-down jalopy.
Jalopy is the word, my dear. Its origin is obscure, although etymologists believe there is some slight connection with the Mexican word jalop, which is a purgative tuberous... Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to be pedantic. You were saying?
Well, I was telling Mr. Gray to get rid of that big flashy car. Also, Eddie, your clothes are too good. Too obviously expensive. How do you expect to be one of the gang when you ride around looking like a Maharaja?
I think Mrs. Hall has a definite point there, Gray. A lot of Ivy students are working their way through school. How do you think you look to them? In your $200 suits and your $5,000 car, why, good heavens, I resent you myself.
Gosh, I never thought of it like that. I've always had that stuff, and I wasn't trying to throw it around.
Eddie, will you do something for me?
I don't think there's anybody in the school that wouldn't do anything for you, Mrs. Hall.
Oh, thank you. The Junior Follies is just 6 weeks away, and we need you.
Me? You need me? Oh, gee, what for?
Well, we're rather desperately in need of a good act in one.
In one what?
In one. It means in front of the curtain, while they change the scenes. And if you will do a magic act for 10 or 12 minutes, you'll be one of the most popular men in the school.
But, hey, I'm not good enough for that
well,
yet.
You have 6 weeks to brush up, Gray.
Yeah, you said yourself you don't know what to do with your spare time.
Well,
Oh, but look, I'll just have to have something to say, won't I? I can't just stand up there and throw rabbits around.
Well, can you meet me in the auditorium at, say, 3 tomorrow? Have your class then?
Oh, sure, but for this, I'll cut it. How about my patter?
The word is pronounced pater, my boy, and I think he'll be very pleased when he hears the truth.
William, no.
What, dear, what?
He said patter, not pater. Patter means a monologue.
Oh.
All good magicians have a line of patter, Eddie, and I can write you one this very evening that can't possibly fail.
Oh, gee.
Please watch me closely, and you will notice that as I perform this feat, my hands never leave my arms. You know the sort of thing. Tomorrow, then.
Oh, it's a deal, Mrs. Hall. Thanks a lot, Doctor. This has been wonderful.
Yes, I found it rather interesting myself. Let me know how you get along, Eddie. Good day.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Goodbye.
Vicky, if you pull this boy out of his sensitive isolation and make him one of the crowd, it'll be a magic act of which you may well be proud.
Oh, nonsense, dear. He's really a nice boy. Not a pride. He'll be all right. And if he makes a fraternity, then maybe you can accept his father's donation to the gymnasium.
Oh, I think not, Vicky. I don't want to seem a stuffy moralist.
I get it. Dr. Hall's residence. Who? Oh, yes, Mr. Merriweather. Yes. Of course, I'll tell him. Yes, he'll be here. No, not at all. Goodbye.
Mr. Merriweather?
Yes. He and Mr. Wellman have something they want to discuss with you. 3 guesses, dear.
This is a certainty. Mr. Merriweather and Mr. Wellman have been asked, or have volunteered, to make me change my mind by coercion, persuasion, blackmail, or blunt instrument.
And can you, offhand, think of a blunter instrument than Mr. Wellman?
Oh, dear, no. Nor a duller one.
Oh, I hope to goodness they're not going to stay long. Dinner tonight is specially for you. Lentil soup.
Ah, lentil soup. With little bits of sausage swimming about in it. Wishing they were being eaten at Luchow's instead of Hall's, eh? You remember Luchow's on 14th Street, Vicky?
Of course I do, Toddy. You took me there the night I landed in New York. Lentil soup, Wiener Schnitzel, strawberry pancakes. And I was the slim young actress with the new wardrobe who was about to open and give them tears.
Personally, by the time we'd walked all the way to Central Park, I was hungry again. Someday, Vicky, I shall endow the city of New York with a special Central Park bench, the Victoria Cromwell Memorial Bench for the exclusive use of lovers.
And you can put a little brass plate on it that says, if you sit here and it gently rains and you stay anyway, you have the blessings of William and Victoria. Better put your hat on, Toddy. It's raining.
Oh, it isn't raining very hard. It feels rather good. Refreshing. But I don't want you to catch cold.
Oh, I won't, dear. I've walked miles in fog worse than this.
You won't miss London and England too much, will you, Vicky?
If I were still Victoria Cromwell, I'd probably miss it terribly. But as Mrs. William Todhunter Hall, geography doesn't seem very important. Who means more to me than where?
Let me put my coat over your shoulders a little more. There. And your hands are getting wet.
I know. But if I put my gloves on, I can't look at my ring.
I'm afraid it's a very little ring.
Darling, it's the biggest thing that ever happened. I love it. And I love you. And Can I borrow your handkerchief? Thank you.
Oh, we'd better go. Your cheeks are getting wet.
Not from the rain, Toddy. I always weep when I'm happy. I think you should know it now, because I expect to be doing a lot of it.
I hope you'll never have to weep for any other reason, Vicky. Where your tears are concerned, I'm all for private ownership of water power. Oh, my dear, you're so...
Well, now, what's all this?
Oh, hello, officer. It's a lovely evening, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's raining.
Oh.
Why don't you go home? I'm paid to stay out in it, but you're not.
I'm being amply compensated, officer, so don't worry about us. My wife and I like the rain.
Oh, your wife? I thought you were sweethearts. Well, guess I don't have to worry about you two carving your initials on the bench. Good night to you.
Good night, officer. Oh, cynical fellow. Doesn't think husbands and wives can be sweethearts. I think we should teach him a lesson.
How, Toddy?
Have you a jackknife? I'm going to carve 2 hearts entwined on this bench. WTH loves BC. I think I...
Toddy?
Oh, what's a little thunder? It isn't raining hard enough to...
Toddy, it isn't thunder. Someone's knocking
Well, let them knock our first night in New York and...
William, dear, there's somebody at the door.
The door? What door? Central Park hasn't any... Oh, the door! Our door! Oh, yes. Yes. Well, maybe it's a good thing. I might have carved our initials on the piano.
Toddy. Toddy, you are an incurable daydreamer.
Yes, I'm afraid I am, Victoria. Incurable and incredibly lucky.
Lucky? Why?
Because, my darling, few daydreamers can return to an actuality one half as pleasant as mine.
Mr. Merriweather and Mr. Wellman to see you, Doctor.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Merriweather.
Oh,
Mr.
Wellman.
Merriweather.
Please sit down, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mrs. Hall. Won't keep you but a few minutes, Doctor. You probably know what we're calling about.
Yes, I think I do.
It's about an offer of $250,000 toward our new gymnasium, Dr. Hall. Am I correct in believing that you refuse to accept it?
Quite correct, Mr. Wellman.
Personally, Doctor, I don't think you'd turn down a sum of money like that without some very good reason. Clarence here and some of the other board members are pretty upset about it. Upset, did I say? Gad, sir, their ulcers were jumping like popcorn.
The Board of Governors had a right to be upset, Merriweather. As badly as this college needs $250,000, it's ridiculous.
Yes, we know, Clarence. It's a lot of money, but money isn't everything. It's almost everything, I'll admit, but let's give Dr. Hall a chance to explain. How about it, Doctor?
Oh, it's very simple, Mr. Merriweather. To me, at least.
Well, to me, it's a downright...
Be quiet, Clarence, you witch burner. Yes, Doctor.
Gentlemen, when an institution dedicated to shaping the characters of future citizens accepts money from a dubious source, it must also be prepared to accept the accusation of undue influence.
I couldn't agree with you more, Doctor.
And I couldn't disagree more, Merriweather. The source of this donation is not important when you consider the benefits of a new gymnasium in this college.
Excuse me, Mr. Wellman.
Yes, Mrs. Hall.
Mr. Mellot warned my husband that you wouldn't care for his attitude.
He was right, I don't.
Victoria,
And
dear.
I'm sure he had no intention of disturbing any friendly relations that you might have with Mr. Mellot.
What friendly relations? Is that hoodlum a pal of yours, Clarence?
Certainly not. Don't be an idiot, Merriweather. I know the man only in a business way.
Business? What business would you have with Mellot?
Oh, it was a long time ago and not important. I had stock in some cleaning establishments, and Mellot used his influence to... that is, we had a little labor trouble.
Is this general knowledge, Mr. Wellman?
No, I don't think so. I hope not. But the point is...
The point is, Clarence, that you're a dead duck. What a juicy item for the papers. College official uses influence to take donation from ex-gangster friend.
Good gracious, man. You don't think...
They'd hang you from the chapel steeple, and you know it.
It's bad money, Mr. Wellman. We can't take it. I'm sorry if you disagree.
He doesn't disagree. Neither will anyone else on the board when I explain it to him. You're right again, Doctor. I don't know why we can't seem to learn that. Come on, Clarence.
Very well. But $250,000.
It's a lot of lettuce, but there's too much oil in the dressing. Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Hall.
Good night.
Good night.
I think you handled that very well, William.
It was Merriweather who handled it, my dear. Merriweather and you.
I?
My dear girl, now don't look so innocent. That sympathetic remark of yours about not wishing to disturb the tender relationship between Wellman and Mellot, that was blackmail. Sheer, downright, beautiful blackmail. And, yes, Penny?
Dinner is served, sir, and will you be in this evening?
Yes, Penny.
No, Penny.
What, dear?
We're going for a walk. We always go for a walk after lentil soup in the park. Now, let me think. Where did I put my jackknife?
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
My dear, there are times when I think that you should be president of Ivy College.
Why on earth should you think that?
There's a popular belief that the female of the species is devious, indirect, and entirely intuitive. Personally, I find the methods of your sex appallingly straightforward. I once wrote a 2-line verse on the subject.
Well, tell.
I called it Advice on Practical Plumbing, but it contains a rather atrocious pun. It went something like this. For that difficult task, just go to your bench and select for the job an adjustable wench.
I think that's very amusing, dear. And if you'll excuse me, I'll go and adjust myself for dinner.
Certainly, darling. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Herbert Butterfield, Willard Waterman, William Conrad, Gil Stratton Jr., Ted Osborne, and Gloria Gordon. Tonight's script was written by Don Quinn and Walter Brown Newman. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolfe, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Oh, we love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Next, hear We the People over most of these same NBC stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, the Halls of Ivy.
The halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. Dr. Hall, William Todhunter Hall, the president of Ivy, has problems shared by Mrs. Hall, the former Victoria Cromwell of the London stage. Problems not entirely curricular. Their immediate worry concerns the sudden and so far undiagnosed illness of a last night's dinner guest, Mr. Clarence Wellman, who's now recovering, everybody hopes, from an outrageously swollen nose in the extra bedroom.
Toddy, may I tell you something?
Of course, my dear. What is it?
You are the only man I know who can pace back and forth while sitting motionless in a chair.
Well, I'm worried, Victoria. Seeing the nose of the chairman of the Board of Governors turn a violent crimson immediately after he has dined as a guest in one's house is a privilege granted few college presidents. I say privilege in the sense that seeing the Grand Canyon at sunset is a privilege. Do you think Penny did something to his gluten bread?
There's nothing you can do to gluten bread. You either eat it or throw it away.
But Mr. Wellman's illness distresses me. He and I have clashed over policy ever since his election to the board, and he's almost certain now, consciously or unconsciously, to lay both his nose and his stomach squarely at my door.
Well, really?
Well, you know what I mean. Do you suppose he'll recover in time to participate in the Charter Day ceremony?
I doubt it. He'd never have stayed here all night unless he really felt awful, and his nose looked it. Couldn't you postpone it for a while?
Postpone the Charter Day ceremony?
Yes. Why must it begin precisely at 10 o'clock?
Well, for the same reason that the guards at Buckingham Palace wear those towering bearskins instead of our freshman beanies. It's traditional. It's been traditional for the Charter Day ceremony to begin at 10 ever since that morning back in 1640, when the governor of the colony granted a small group of pirates, smugglers, and slave dealers the right to found the college for the propagation of all virtues. Virtues which, by the way, if practiced by the founders, would have kept them much too poor to do anything of the sort. Now, I...
Lost the thread?
I seem to have lost the entire spool. Yes. I was discussing tradition. Now, I hold no brief for tradition as such, but there are some traditions which are valuable and should, I feel, be maintained. Especially in these days, when the notion prevails that the highest aim of all human endeavor is to guess correctly, for a fabulous prize, the name of some popular song. I also...
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, what is it, Penny?
A young man at the door. Says he's a photographer from some picture magazine.
Oh, yes. Have him come in.
Yes, sir. A photographer?
Yes. The publishers phoned yesterday and asked if they could send someone to take pictures for an early issue. In addition to shots of the ceremony, they want a few of me. You know, the sort of thing, the president of Ivy having breakfast, donning his cap and gown, and... silly, of course, and a bother, but perhaps of value to the school.
Shall I leave?
Oh, no, not at all. I don't think you'll disturb him. He'll merely photograph me at this end of the room. Where are my cap and gown?
On the chair behind you.
Do I look all right?
Like the very model of a college president.
Dr. Hall?
Yes, good morning.
I'm Luther Bland of Exposure Magazine.
Of course. How do you do? Victoria, may I introduce Mr. Bland? Mr. Bland?
Vicky Cromwell, isn't it?
Why, yes. Well, that is, I was before you.
I was in love with you once for a whole week.
How nice.
When you entertained the troops at Anzio. Oh, you don't remember me, of course, but I can still hear you singing, "Cool Ain't I the One, though."
Mr. Bland, I was thinking that if you did come here to take pictures...
Oh, yes, sir.
Perhaps one of me is standing here, near the window.
Would you mind raising the blind, sir, for a bit more light?
Yes, sir. Now, how's that?
Swell. Now, Mrs. Hall, if I could trouble you for a smile.
Like this?
Yes. Dr. Hall, you're throwing a shadow on her. Perhaps if you stood behind me.
Oh, yes, of course.
Good. Now, hold it, Mrs. Hall.
Now, this might make a good one. One of me sitting at the table.
Mrs. Hall, I'd like one of you... Well, one of you with your eyes sort of crinkling above the rim of the coffee cup.
How's this?
Dr. Hall.
Yes?
If you held back the curtain, there would be a better highlight in her hair. Good. But stand back a bit further or you'll be in the frame.
Yes, we mustn't have that, must we?
A bit more crinkle, Mrs. Hall. Good.
That's a very nice camera you have.
I even remember the dress you wore at Anzio.
Well, it was intended that everyone should.
I used to own a camera.
We remembered you all right, Mrs. Hall. The dress and everything in it.
I'm very flattered, Mr. Bland.
It was a Brownie box camera. First prize for Sunday school attendance.
Sort of hold up the coffee pot, Mrs. Hall, as though you were about to pour. That's it.
Had a little carrying strap, I remember.
Now, Dr. Hall.
Yes?
How about one of you?
Well, you have any film left?
Well, one of you with Mrs. Hall. Now, let's see now. Suppose she sort of fixes your tie.
Oh, like this?
Exactly. I think I'll shoot it over Dr. Hall's shoulder. No, don't turn your head around to me, sir. Look at her.
Yeah, well, if I may suggest a caption, the former Miss Victoria Cromwell, star of English stage, and friend.
Well, I think that will give me all we need on this angle.
Really? All you need?
Mm-hmm. Now, sir, can you tell me something about the ceremony itself so I'll have an idea on how to plan my shots?
Well, at 9:55, there will be a knock at my front door.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a messenger from the chief proctor. Customarily, the messenger is the youngest member of the student body.
Who is it this year?
A prodigy named Merton Savada, who is, I believe, not quite 14.
A freshman at 13?
No, not a freshman. He is at present working for his master's degree. He took his A.B. at Columbia last year. Then, at 10 o'clock, the procession will come to a halt in front of this house. And the chief proctor will knock upon the door 3 times with his staff of office. Your readers may be interested in a picture of that staff, because picture magazines do have readers, don't they?
I think some of our subscribers can read.
Yes. Well, the proctor's staff was fashioned from the limb of a walnut tree.
Mm-hmm.
Sent as a gift by the University of Paris, and brought to this country by Benjamin Franklin. At the knock, I open the door, and, accompanied by the chairman of the board, stand on the front steps. At our appearance, a tenor soloist sings Gaudium Exiguitur a cappella.
It's very, very impressive, Mr. Bland. I get a lump in my throat every time I see it.
Well, then the chairman of the board takes his place at the head of the procession and leads it to the chapel. I follow. Once there, several hymns, a few speeches, the reading of the charter, and it's all over.
Well, it sounds most interesting, Doctor. Thanks very much for your help, sir. I'll be going over to the North Gate now.
Yes, I hope I didn't spoil any of your pictures by getting my shadow into them.
I don't think so. I was pretty careful. Goodbye, Mrs. Hall. Wonderful to have seen you again.
Well, thank you very much.
Right. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ah, what a nice young man. How well you describe the charter day, Toddy. There's so many things that puzzle me about these school ceremonies. You always manage to make them so clear.
Thank you, but what sort of things, Vicky?
Well, for instance, why is it that ceremony where you award the diplomas called commencement when it always comes at the end of the school year?
That's a very good question.
I thought so.
Well, commencement, as everyone knows. You know, Vicky, I have a theory about Mr. Wellman's nose. I suspect that it's the result of simple, ordinary stage fright.
Stage fright?
Yes. I think that he is so terrified at making his speech at the Charter Day ceremonies that his subconscious mind has come rushing to his aid with a geranium effect on his nose. He wants to be excused from speaking and doesn't even realize it.
Well, I certainly know a lot of ways to treat stage fright.
For example?
Well, it's all a matter of psychology. Every actress is a practicing psychologist, you know, whether she knows it or not.
Yes, but in Mr. Wellman's case...
In Mr. Wellman's case, we must first make up our minds that we will simply ignore his nose.
That's quite a hurdle, Victoria. It's a bit like asking a traveling architect to ignore the Taj Mahal.
Nevertheless, dear, we must not concentrate on the very thing we're trying to relieve. In his case, his nose.
What do we concentrate on? If I may end a sentence with a preposition, and in my own home, I think I may.
We must not refer to his nose. We must build up his confidence in himself with praise. We must say nice things to him. What can we say nice about Mr. Wellman?
Can you give me a few minutes on that?
Certainly, dear.
Now, let me see. I have never seen him actually kick a dog.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Before we return to the halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, let's visit a psychology professor on another campus. He wants to tell you how scientific curiosity led him to make a pleasant discovery.
Well, I'm a professor, all right, but not the absent-minded variety. This is somewhat of a disappointment to my wife and 2 daughters who would like nothing better than a good excuse for directing my activities. As it is, they do pretty well without one. After last semester, for example, they packed me off to a dude ranch for a vacation. My instructions were to forget psychology and experiments. I tried. But the very first day, circumstances forced me to conduct what I like to call my favorite unsuccessful experiment. I was watching a group of guests come in from a horseback ride. It was hot that day, and they were tired and dusty, but our host seemed to know just what to do. He hustled out cool bottles of beer. Schlitz, I noticed from the labels. This beer was greeted with smiles of welcome that changed to looks of pleasure as the guests drank. I began wondering, as a psychologist, mind you, what there was about Schlitz to cause such a marked reaction of pleasure. So I tasted Schlitz, and my experiment collapsed. How could I maintain my scientific attitude when I wanted so hard to concentrate on the famous Schlitz flavor? I waited till next day to try another glass, and again had the same wonderful reaction. Now that I'm home, I keep my own supply of Schlitz. Of course, I'm no longer experimenting. I drink Schlitz for the pleasure it gives me. And when I serve it to my friends and I see the looks of satisfaction on their faces, I can't help thinking to myself, no wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
That surround us here today.
Now that Dr. Hall has had a few minutes to think of some redeeming feature of Mr. Wellman's character and to remember not to concentrate on his nose, maybe he... No, too late. Here's the subject himself.
Good morning, Mr. Wellman.
Good morning, Mr. Wellman.
Good morning to you both.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Is there something amiss with my necktie? You both keep staring at me.
No. It's a very handsome necktie. I was admiring it.
Thank you. My daughter gave it to me. I have always believed she has excellent taste.
Oh, her good taste is quite obvious, Mr. Wellman. As plain, in fact, as the...
As the shoes on your feet.
That's rather an odd simile.
I do hope you're feeling better this morning.
I'm still a bit queasy.
Oh, that's too bad. I wonder if you'd care to try a rather old remedy many people I know have used with much success.
I would be grateful for almost anything.
Well, what did you have in mind, Victoria?
Have we any shingle nails, William?
Shingle nails?
Shingle nails? Isn't that a rather ridiculous...
Well, never mind. Let it go. I knew you'd think it was ridiculous, Mr. Wellman.
No, Mrs. Hall, I'm sorry. Tell me, I don't care if this idea was suggested by a Hindu voodoo man. You were saying something about shingle nails. How do I eat them?
No, you don't eat them, Mr. Wellman. You place the point of the nail against your left thumb, put the head of the nail against your right thumb, and think about something else for 5 minutes. Will you go get a shingle nail, William?
Well, don't just stand there, Dr. Hall. Get her a shingle nail.
A shingle nail? Yes. I'll see if I can find one.
Thank you, dear. Now, please sit down, Mr. Wellman.
Thank you. No, I'm too restless, Mrs. Hall. This shingle nail thing. I've often wondered just how much scientific basis there was for some of our odd superstitions. Perhaps this shingle nail business has some magnetic property that, now steel now, an electric, negative, and positive, and all that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
I'm sorry, Vicky, but I couldn't find a shingle nail. But here's a horseshoe nail. Would that do?
Wonderful, William. Simply wonderful. It really takes a horseshoe nail. I had no idea there was one in the house. But I think a shingle nail is a good thing to have in reserve, just in case. Take another look, will you, please?
Yes, I'll be very glad to.
That's a dear.
I think I know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Well, let me take the nail, Mrs. Hall. How do I hold it? Like this?
No. The point against the left thumb. That's it. Now the head against the right thumb. Now just hold it. We just talk. Get your mind off it.
What shall we talk about?
Oh, the weather, television, stock market, your speech. That's it. Your speech. What did you plan to say at the Charter Day ceremony, Mr. Wellman?
Well, I open by saying, ladies and gentlemen.
That's very good, very good.
It is?
Of course it is. Because after all, the people you're talking to are ladies and gentlemen. Now, keep the point of the nail against your left thumb.
Oh, yes. It struck me as being a rather good way to start.
Oh, yes, it is. Now, keep the head against the right thumb. See, that's it. Now, then what do you say?
And then I say, we are gathered here today.
Ah, that's nice.
You like that, Mrs. Hall?
Yes, I do, Mr. Wellman. After all, it is today. And they will be gathered there. It has something of the truth and simplicity of the Gettysburg Address. And then how does your speech go, Mr. Wellman?
And then I say, we are gathered here today to honor the men and women who, by their noble deeds and humility...
William, the door.
Yes, dear, I heard it.
But that's your cue.
Yes.
I mean, you're on.
Vicky, I may be on, but I'd prefer to have the reminder couched in slightly more formal terms. This is an occasion of some importance.
May I go with you?
Of course.
Well, I'll just stand here off stage and watch.
Well, it's funny, I thought...
Good morning, sir.
Oh, there you are, down there.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Master Scholar.
It is my pleasure, sir, as well as my duty to inform you that I bear a message from the Chief Proctor.
What is the message, Master Scholar?
Sir, the faculty and the students escorting the charter bearing the seal of the colony are approaching.
Thank you, Master Scholar, and good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Now, shouldn't you be getting ready?
Well, the procession will take a little time to get here, but I should get started.
Let me help you on with your robe, Toddy. Now, there, that's it. Oh, you do look pretty.
Thank you, my dear. Where is Mr. Wellman? Has your medicine cured him?
I think so. He told me so himself. Oh, he wouldn't miss the boat. Not that I'm against boat missing. In fact, darling, I like people who miss boats.
Well, if that's a personal reference, my dear, missing a boat was the most intelligent thing I ever did. The young Professor Hall on board ship, with only a few minutes remaining of his 5 months sabbatical in England. His last few dollars invested in a passage from Southampton back home to New York. And his emotions invested in a beautiful actress whom he would probably never see again.
William, dear, that's the last going ashore warning.
Yes, I know.
And I haven't got a ticket. So if you don't mind letting go of me, I'd better be...
Oh, that can't possibly be the last warning. They must give several. Good heavens, they don't expect people to dash aboard, hand somebody a basket of fruit and dash off again. Oh, Vicky, I
wish they'd play something a little less sentimental, don't you?
Yes.
It's difficult enough to wish a friend goodbye on New Year's Eve without underscoring it like that.
Oh, I hate saying goodbye to you anywhere at any time, Victoria. Oh, mere words at times like these.
I haven't many words either, William. About 3, in fact. Little ones.
3 little words? For me? Vicky, you don't mean...
Yes. I'll miss you.
Oh. Oh, yes. That is 3 words, isn't it? You know, it's going to be hard to concentrate on my work when I get back to the United States.
I like that.
I'll forever be thinking such thoughts as, this is Monday. It was on a Monday that Victoria and I drove to Stratford to see Shakespeare's home.
And stop for buns at Banbury Cross on the way.
And on Tuesday, it was a Tuesday that Victoria and I visited Madame Tussaud's waxworks.
Yeah, and you tried to tip the wax doorman.
And on a Thursday, oh, Vicky, I wish we had it all to do over again.
Perhaps we can. Sometime soon.
I'm afraid not soon, dear. Professors don't get sabbaticals every year.
I know. But the play I'm in might be produced in New York.
When? Has it been... Did you... Has anything been said about it?
No, but something's going to be.
Oh, good. Vicky.
Yes?
Will you remember the address I gave you and write to me?
Yes. Of course I will, dear. I promise. And if you let go my hands, I'll cross my heart.
I don't want to let you go, Vicky. Ever.
William, dear, I must leave.
Yes, I know. Vicky, I love you very much. Will you marry me?
Oh, you know I will. I thought you were going to leave without asking me.
I almost did. Oh, darling. What's that? Oh, it's the steward. Yes, steward, take my luggage ashore. I'm not sailing. Come on, Vicky.
William, dear, it's Mr. Wellman.
Oh, good. He's just in time. I say, Wellman, take these bags off the ship. I'm taking the next one. Hurry now. That's a good chap.
No, William. It's Mr. Wellman, our guest.
Well, why doesn't he take the luggage, eh? Well, our guest.
Were you talking about me, Dr. Hall? And what? Luggage?
What luggage? Did I say... Oh, it's you, Mr. Wellman. I'm sorry.
William, where have you been?
I'm afraid I was a little bit at sea, my dear. Or almost. I'm sorry, Mr. Wellman. It was Oh, good heavens. What's happened to your nose? It looks like a nose again.
It doesn't, though, doesn't it? That's exactly what it looks like. That's a remarkable remedy you possess, Mrs. Hall. Horseshoe nail. Remarkable, entirely remarkable. And may I say, Dr. Hall, that your robe is extremely becoming?
Thank you.
Yes, I hope mine has as fine a drape.
Well, I see no reason why it shouldn't.
Then you'll be in the ceremony, Mr. Wellman.
Oh, of course. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Going to read a speech. Yeah, darn good speech, too. Dictated myself. Reminded Mrs. Hall of Lincoln's Gettysburg Address.
Oh, I'm delighted. Here, let me help you on with your gown.
Yes, thank you.
There it is. Our caps, if you please, Victoria. Thank you. Are you ready, sir?
I am. My arm, Mrs. Hall. All ready, Doctor.
What are you thinking, Toddy?
What I always think when I hear that song. Socrates questioning the Athenian youth. Renaissance students obtaining licenses to make their way through college. Dr. Einstein playing his violin, safe on the campus at Princeton instead of being a bit of charred bone at Buchenwald or Auschwitz. Sir Francis Bacon catching the cold from which he died by stuffing a fowl with snow to test the theory of refrigeration. And astronomers alone in observatories on cold and starry nights. And the inscription carved above the library entrance, "You shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free." Vicky, look. There goes Wellman. What the devil was that shingle nonsense you gave him?
Well, it isn't nonsense if it works, dear. And it did work. Look at him. See how he's squared his shoulders. I just gave him back a little self-confidence, and his nose deflated like a great big red inner tube. It was fascinating.
I imagine it was. Why don't you ever give me a treatment like that?
You don't need it, Toddy.
Oh, I'm not so sure of that today. I'm afraid this speech of mine is a trifle weak.
Your speeches are never weak. How does it go?
Well, I begin by saying, honored visitors, governors, gentlemen of the faculty, and students.
Splendid.
You think so?
Yes, perfect. How does it go from there?
Well, then I say, having but recently been reappointed as president of Ivy College...
Oh, William, that's wonderful. Because you were just recently appointed. Go on.
It is my considered opinion that in the ensuing semester, the plans which we have formed... maybe this speech is better than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, after that, I say...
Yes, dear?
You can even do it without a nail, can't you?
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
My dear, your choice of that horseshoe nail I thought was very silly at first, but I'm beginning to regard it as being richly symbolic.
Symbolic? For what, for goodness sake?
Well, of Mr. Wellman's being continually underfoot. Did I ever recite my little verse on superstition? I rather fancied myself as a poet when quite young.
Go on, I'd love to hear it.
Well, to the best of my memory, it went, from ancient days the symbols came. The sign, the amulet, the charm, the seal, the ring, the coin, a name to conjure with and shield from harm. Faith in and dread of all these things is one of man's great racial quirks. But down through time the question rings, why scorn the gimmick if it works?
Oh, darling, I do think that's wonderful. But is it just superstition when it works? Do you mean that?
Vicky, that's why poets live in inaccessible garrets, so no one can ask them what they mean. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Herbert Butterfield, Gloria Gordon, Peter Leeds, and Henry Blair. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman and Don Quinn. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolf, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Oh, we love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Next, hear We the People over most of these same NBC stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, The Halls of Ivy.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. The last class of the day has been dismissed, and both students and faculty are relaxing. In the home of Dr. William Todhunter Hall, president of Ivy, and his wife, formerly a shining light of the London stage, Dr. Hall is lying on the couch, and Mrs. Hall is sitting on the floor beside him, going over the afternoon mail which arrived a few minutes ago.
And here's the last of the lot. It's an invitation for tea. What reply shall I make?
What does it say?
On Saturday the 16th, Mrs. Millicent Foster will be at home between 4 and 6.
Dr. William Hall, likewise.
That's rather a crisp refusal, don't you think? I mean, for someone as rich as Mrs. Foster. Now, what happens to a college president who misses a chance to wangle an endowment?
Well, the established procedure, I believe, calls for his board of governors to form a hollow square, snip off his buttons, and drum him out of the service. Well, unless, of course, he can prove it was not his fault. If he can do that, then the board naturally takes that into consideration.
I see. What do they do then?
Well, then they, form a hollow square, snip off his buttons, and drum him out of the service. And he and his wife are never... Just rub my back a little, dear. No, a bit to the left. That's it. And he and his wife are never again seen in academic circles. They become flotsam and jetsam on the stream of life.
You know, I think you ought to accept Mrs. Foster's invitation. She's apt to be very receptive to your ideas about building Ivy.
Well, why should she be? I've never even met her.
Have you forgotten what that magazine article said about you last week? Toddy, your cheesecake.
Oh, Victoria, now.
What was that line? No ineffectual intellectual he.
Oh, Victoria.
And that caption beneath the photograph. Sexy Prexy.
Now, Victoria, please. The tone of that article was entirely incommensurate.
The article contained a great deal of truth.
But the tone of that article was entirely...
Toddy, face it. You're an attractive human being.
The tone of that... Well, anyway, it's nice to have you think so.
Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Girls must always have found you attractive. And tell me that before you met me, you never dilly-dallied.
Dillied, perhaps, Victoria, but I never dallied. I think we might bring this discussion of my personal charms to a close by accepting Mrs. Foster's invitation to tea.
There. One moment while I note it down. There. No hollow square for you.
Your regimental buttons are quite safe.
Well, as far as we know. However, I think... Oh, answer the phone, will you, Victoria?
Certainly, if I can find it.
Oh, this happens every time. That phone is never twice in the same place.
Now, Toddy, it'll turn up sooner or later.
Your sight for one moment and off it scampers on a frolic of its own.
It's not under the coffee table.
Never mind, Victoria. I see it.
Where?
On the telephone table, of all places. Dr. Hall speaking. Oh, yes. Good afternoon, Mr. Merriweather. This is an unexpected With whom? Oh, I've never met him, but of course his reputation... Oh, yes, by all means, do. Goodbye. Mr. Merriweather, he's on his way over.
Oh, good. I adore Mr. Merriweather. I wish all the members of the Board of Governors were like him. Did I tell you what he said to me last time he visited? As he was leaving, he pinched my cheek, looked deeply into my eye, sighed an enormous sigh, and said, "Gad, ma'am, what I wouldn't give to be 70 again."
Chester Bromley is with him.
Chester Bromley. I don't think I know him.
Well, he's perhaps the greatest authority on Shakespeare since Kittredge of Harvard, and one of the finest pedagogues this country has ever produced. I wonder what Merriweather has on his mind. Do you suppose the board is displeased about something?
Oh, no point fretting, Toddy. Think about something else. Tell me more about Dr. Bromley.
He's the best kind of academician. He has real love for his subject, and what is even more admirable, he can communicate his enthusiasm and fire to his students. He may want to reopen the whole matter of breakage in the physics lab.
Dr. Bromley?
No, dear, Mr. Merriweather. He can't seem to understand that with the increased emphasis on the sciences, expenses are bound to mount. I wish we could have him here at Ivy permanently.
Mr. Merriweather?
No, darling, Dr. Bromley. He's unearthed more truth about his subject matter than any other researcher in the field. I don't suppose you know there's no foundation whatsoever to the story that he was horsewhipped for poaching deer when a boy.
Dr. Bromley or Mr. Merriweather?
William Shakespeare.
He's on third.
Who's on third?
Who's on first? I could use a cup of tea.
It's very confusing, the whole thing.
Philip!
You know, it's only recently that Bromley has received the recognition he deserves. Most of his life he taught at third-rate schools throughout the country. Not until Oxford invited him to lecture did the academic world realize what a great man he really is.
Did you call, Mum?
Yes, before for tea.
Yes, Mum.
One moment, Penny. Toddy, did you know Penny was born and bred in Shakespeare's hometown?
Really? Stratford-on-Avon? Mm-hmm. Oh, you must know quite a good deal about him.
Oh, yes. Couldn't help but learn what we'd been raised there. I could tell you ever so many things.
Now, go ahead. I'm very interested.
Well, for one thing, he was English.
Yes, I have heard some such rumor.
And he wrote plays.
You did keep your ears open, didn't you?
I haven't read any of the plays, of course, but an uncle of mine did, and he spoke very highly of them.
Penny, Shakespeare was one of the greatest masters of the English language who ever lived.
Well, I can understand you're being impressed by that, being a Yank. But I've been speaking the English language all my life.
You certainly have.
And, let me see. Oh, yes, he's dead.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, thank you very much, Penny.
Oh, don't mention it, sir, any time at all. Oh, excuse me, sir, the door.
I'm sorry, dear. I'm afraid Penny didn't help much.
No, I wouldn't say that she had made my regimental buttons any more secure, but it was a good try, Vicky.
Dolly, quick, before Dr. Bromley comes in, tell me more about him so I can talk to him.
Well, one of the things he did was to clear up the mystery of the second-best bed.
The second-best bed?
Yes, you see, Shakespeare was quite wealthy when he died, and yet, in his will, he left his wife only his second-best bed. Scholars speculated for years about that.
Yeah, I bet the neighbors did, too. Yes, Penny?
And Mr. Merriweather, sir.
Oh, thank you, Penny. Good afternoon, Mr. Merriweather.
Hello, Hall. Good to see you again. More than good to see you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Merriweather. You're looking very fit.
Feeling very fit. Winked at a pretty girl this morning. She winked right back. Thing like that's a tonic to a man my age.
Well, isn't Dr. Bromley with you?
Oh, he'll be here later. He's inspecting the library. I couldn't wait to have a business appointment a little later. Dr. Hall, I have good news. I've got Bromley on the verge of joining our faculty.
No.
Yes. I was introduced to him. Remember that opening in the English department? Decided he was the one to fill it.
Oh, that's wonderful. How in the world did you manage? I've heard he's turned down scores of offers.
Well, simply reasoned with the man. Look here, I said, and so on and so on and so on. Yes, he answered, but what about this and that? Well, it's all very good, I said, but it carries no weight whatsoever when you take such and such into consideration. And that clinched it.
Yes, I can see where it would. It's a very potent argument.
Anyway, I persuaded him to visit Ivy for a few hours, and all you have to do is wind up the deal.
But I still don't understand. Surely some of the positions he's rejected carry much larger salaries than anything we can offer.
Well, he mentioned that, but he added it was no criterion. He seems to place all the weight on the fact that not one of the college presidents with whom he's spoken since his return from Oxford could answer a very simple question. Not one. It's shocking, don't you think?
Oh, I should be very interested in knowing what the question is.
What was it again? Oh, yes. What was William Shakespeare like personally? Just tell him that in these hours.
Oh, Mr. Merriweather, let me assure you that is not a simple question. I've no idea why Dr. Bromley would accept or reject a post on such a fantastic basis, but no one has ever answered that question to anyone else's satisfaction. We have no way of knowing what Shakespeare thought or felt about anything.
Oh, I don't agree. Now, what about that line in, I forget which play, where, what's his name, says, and so on.
Yes, well, that line notwithstanding, one cannot deduce the bard's personality from his work any more than one can tell what sort of a man Henry Ford was by examining a Model T.
Well, I'm stunned by what you tell me, Hall. I'm only a layman, but even I know something about him. He was an excellent businessman, shrewd market manipulator.
Well, now, from which of his plays did you get that information, Mr. Merriweather?
Mrs. Hall, I appeal to you.
No, please don't. I don't know anything about him. Never even had a walk-on in one of his plays. He wrote in so few dance routines.
I don't know what to say. Why, I've already telegraphed the other members of the board we'd signed up Bromley.
Wasn't that a trifle hasty, Mr. Merriweather?
Well, I suppose it was, but I've always had such confidence in your ability. Till now.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but under the circumstances, it's unavoidable.
I suppose so. I'll try to make that very clear to the rest of the board. Well, must be going.
I'll inform you of Bromley's decision as soon as I've talked to him.
It's hardly worth the trouble, is it? Oh, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Oh, one moment, Doctor.
What is it?
Your sleeve. Allow me. One of your buttons. Hanging by a thread. Good day.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
We'll return to the halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, in just a moment. But first, let's hear the story of a lonely traveler and how he made an acquaintance who turned out to be the mutual friend of a club car full of strangers.
Well, I was traveling alone, and I came into the club car late. The earlier arrivals had already formed the quick, fleeting friendships of travel. The sales manager from Omaha and the newspaper man from St. Louis were playing canasta like lifelong buddies. The founder man from Michigan was talking politics with a department store buyer from Pittsburgh. And so it was all over the car. Being a research man who works alone a lot, I don't find it too easy to meet people. So I was feeling like the odd man at a family dinner party when the waiter asked me, "What will you have, sir?" Well, while I'd been studying my traveling companions, I'd noticed how many of them had bottles of Schlitz beer in front of them. I'd noticed, too, how inviting the beer looked in the glass and the satisfied look on the faces of those who were drinking it. Honestly, they could have been in a Schlitz magazine ad. So I said, "Schlitz, please." I figured a beer must be something special to have that many close friends in one club car. When the waiter came back, I found out I was right. I took a deep swallow of that Schlitz beer, and I guess the same satisfied look I'd seen on the others must have come over my face. All I know is the man across from me grinned and said, "I know what you're thinking, and I agree with you. It's no wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous."
to be, ready to answer Dr. Bromley's question. That's what's troubling Dr. Hall, as he says...
How the devil should I know what Shakespeare is like personally? Merriweather has no reason to expect I should. If at my age I must be a quiz kid, at least let the questions be some... Yes, what is it, Penny?
Nothing, sir. I've only brought the tea. You did say tea for 4, didn't you, miss?
Yes, I did, but...
Because I was wondering whether there's enough hot water.
There is indeed plenty of hot water, plenty.
Professor Hall?
Yes?
Regarding what we was talking about before, Shakespeare, I've remembered something else. They referred to him as the Bird of Avon.
They may shortly refer to me as the dead pigeon of ivy. Thank you, Penny. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
Would you like some tea now, Toddy?
Oh, I think we'd better wait for Bromley. Oh, he's certainly taking his time about it, isn't he?
Well, after all, life around a college is always leisurely.
Yes, it is. Are you ever sorry you married into such a life? Don't you sometimes find it boring?
Toddy, let me tell you something. Before we met, I'd been proposed to by a big game hunter, a test pilot, and a chemist doing research in high explosives. And frankly, compared to the pickles in which you find yourself, I suspect any of them would have been good and dull.
I don't think I'm in such a bad predicament this time, Victoria. It's only that it may be one of the straws piling up to the one that breaks the camel's back. I never know when the members of the board may start sharpening their snippers and licking their chops with eagerness.
You're getting very careless with your similes, Toddy. Or are they metaphors?
Metaphors, dear.
Oh, but that little touch about licking their chops, masterly, I call that.
Oh, it's nothing really. It just came to me.
Well, I say there's little to worry about. Let them fire you if they like.
A less cavalier approach to the matter, Vicky, if you don't mind.
No, I mean it. Let them. I know who'd regret it first.
Oh, so do I. It's a buyer's market in college presidents. I have no desire to glut it. But over and above that, sentimental though it may sound, I love Ivy. And I'm very keen on my job. My father went to Ivy. His father went to Ivy. My great-grandfather went to Harvard.
Really? And sent his son to Ivy?
Well, you know how it is. A man always wants his children to have the good things in life he himself has missed. The devil is Bromley.
Have you any idea what you'll say to him when he does arrive? About Shakespeare, I mean.
Oh, I shall have to answer his question in some fashion if he asks it. Of course, I've always had a conception of Shakespeare. I've thought of him as someone who was very happy in his work, extremely interested in people, and a man who might have dedicated his life to a cause worthy of his efforts.
Is it so very important that Ivy get this Professor Bromley? I mean, is it worth all this fuss?
If he were just another run-of-the-class professor, my dear, I'd say no. But this man is one of the torchbearers of learning, one of the inspired teachers, a man with a gift of communication. Men like him, shamefully underpaid and unrecognized beyond their own academic horizons, are still the glory of those colleges lucky enough to have them. They're the ones who are remembered down the years with affection and gratitude by the students. And if he's that kind, I hope we snag him.
Oh, if you decide you want him, dear, I'm sure you will.
Yes, I know, but it's a little late in the day to lay out any involved strategy.
Well, you're not much of a campaigner anyway, Toddy. I always think of you more as, spur-of-the-moment man.
Oh, you're quite wrong, my darling. Don't let my apparent impulsiveness deceive you. Compared to me, Niccolo Machiavelli was a witless blunderer.
Oh.
Do you remember the first time I kissed you?
But you didn't kiss me. I kissed you.
Oh no, you're wrong. I remember it very clearly because it was the culmination of a campaign the like of which for planning and preparation had not been seen since Austerlitz. That picnic we had on the river near Pangbourne, remember? The major tactical problem was how to get you in my arms. But we never seemed to be alone long enough in London. So I invited you to a picnic. And no sooner had we gotten out of the car and strolled down to the river through a herd of cows to feed the swans.
Did you remember to bring the crumbs for the swans? 3
bags full. Now, it's rather rocky here. Be careful.
Oh, I'm careful. Oh, dear.
What happened? Twist your ankle?
Yes, afraid I have a bit.
See if you can stand on it.
Yeah. No, I can't.
Well, sit down here on this stump.
Oh, I have a show to do tonight. I'd better have a doctor take a look at it as soon as possible. Would you mind terribly if we went back to town?
You mean Right now?
Yes.
Oh, no. No, of course I don't mind.
Well, let me lean on you. I'll hop.
No, don't be silly. I'll carry you. Like this.
Don't you think I'll be too heavy?
Not in the least. Do you think I'm a weakling?
Oh, no. This is delightful. You're sure I'm not too heavy? I can feel your heart beating.
Not because you're too heavy, believe me. I've never been this close to you before. What's that scent you're wearing? It's wonderfully heady.
Just me.
I never heard of it. Oh, you mean it's you? Yes.
Don't you want me to put me down and take a breather?
No, you're light as a feather, really. Yes, I'm enjoying this enormously. Funny, I never noticed that spray of freckles across your nose.
Do you like it?
The freckles or the nose?
Oh, a combination.
Yeah, very much. And the face that goes with it. There's nice coloring all over it.
I think your coloring's getting a trifle high. You'd better put me...
You know, it's only a few steps more to the car.
You sound very relieved.
But I'm not. I would like this to go on forever. May not get a chance to hold you again.
You may not live to do it unless you put me down. Professor Hall. Oh, please, put me down.
Very well, if you prefer. There.
Oh, and for heaven's sake, sit down beside me.
Thank you. Believe me, I will.
Professor Hall, you're a knight in shining armor, but you don't have to kill yourself to prove it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I wish you could see your face.
It is funny, way things worked out. I plan a picnic, and it's over in 5 minutes. I attempt gallantry and lose my wind.
And just as you were about to kiss me, weren't you?
Now, I'm offered a kiss, and you can't catch my breath.
Never mind, Professor Hall. I'll wait. I'll wait until the cows come home.
Ah, what a lovely sound. I'm surprised no one has written a symphony around the cowbell.
That isn't a cowbell, Toddy. That's the doorbell.
Well, why should a cow ring a ring? Oh, the doorbell. Yes. I must have been daydreaming again. And didn't quite finish it. You owe me a kiss.
I do, sir?
You were speaking to me, Penny.
Oh, excuse me. Dr. Bromley to see you, sir.
Oh, yes. Won't you come in, Doctor?
Thank you. How do you do?
Victoria. May I introduce Dr. Bromley? Dr. Bromley, my wife.
How do you do, Mrs. Hall?
So nice of you to call. Penny, the gentleman's coat and hat.
No, please. I have a taxi waiting outside. I can only spend a few minutes.
Oh, that's too bad. I had hoped you might stay longer. Much longer.
Several years, perhaps?
Yes. I don't mind telling you it would be quite a feather in Ivy's cap to have you on the faculty.
Thank you. And I don't mind telling you I agree wholeheartedly. I trust I don't appear immodest. It's only that I've recently acquired a fair idea of my own worth. You see, the past few months I've received 53 offers to decorate some school's bonnet.
Oh, it'd be foolish to pretend ignorance of the fact that you're greatly in demand.
Only recently. For 31 years of my career, the shoe was on the other foot. Dr. Hall, you know the tons of application papers an unknown professor fills out in 31 years of job hunting? State name, age, degrees, colleges, previous positions, salary, academic honors, administrative abilities.
Well, we can't expect to be taken on when they don't know anything about us.
Oh, that's very true. I appreciate that. But you can't expect me not to enjoy the turning of the tables now that I've acquired the stature that permits me to ask the questions.
Yes, I'm beginning to understand. What was Shakespeare like personally, eh?
Mr. Merriweather told you that, did he? Well, can you answer it?
Tell Dr. Bromley what you've always said, William. That Shakespeare was a man who felt he'd never received the honors due to one who stood at the top of his profession. This colored his entire life.
Victoria,
How in the world did you know? Dr. Hall, that's precisely the conclusion I've reached after half a lifetime of intense study. How in the world did you know?
You mean...
Why, it's obvious. You take my breath away. I should like to discuss this matter further with you. How about letting me stay for dinner tonight?
Oh, but of course. Please stay.
Just let me go outside and dismiss my taxi. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Excuse me, Toddy. I want to tell Penny there'll be 3 for dinner.
No, wait, Victoria. How the devil did you know the answer? What do you know about Shakespeare?
All I know about Shakespeare, Toddy, is that Sir Laurence Olivier did a lovely job with Hamlet.
Yes, I know.
But you see, I do know a little about people. When I heard Mr. Merriweather describe him as a businessman, which Mr. Merriweather is, and you describe him as a man who loved his work, which you do, it occurred to me that Dr. Bromley might also see him as a man very like himself. That's all. Excuse me, I simply must tell you.
No, 1 minute, Vicky. I want you to say all that again.
Yeah, well, later, Toddy. Why don't you phone and see if you can reach Mr. Merriweather with the good news?
I will.
I'll be back with you in a few minutes.
Hello, Mr. Merriweather. It's Dr. Hall. I wanted you to know that through your initiative and Mrs. Hall's great knowledge of the classics, Dr. Bromley has decided to join our faculty. Yes, I'm extremely gratified. Anything I have done is, as my students would say, strictly off the cuff. Which reminds me, Mr. Merriweather, remember that loose button on my cuff? I fixed it.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Darling, you signed him up. I knew you'd do it.
My dear girl, like most men, I am capable of some amazing self-delusions, but not on this score. I know who gave Bromley the answer which convinced him that Ivy was his spiritual home.
Isn't it awful the way I keep butting in?
Was it Shakespeare or Dr. Hall who said, "A man proposes, but woman disposes"?
I'm sure I don't know. Why?
Oh, I was just thinking that since I proposed to you, my darling, my life has been so well disposed.
Well, thank you, dear.
Not at all, darling. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Willard Waterman, Gloria Gordon, and William Johnstone. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman and Don Quinn. The music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolfe, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Oh, we love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Next, hear We the People over most of these same NBC stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, The Halls of Ivy.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Welcome Welcome again to Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. 5 people didn't go to bed at all last night here at Ivy. Grogan, the campus policeman who was making his rounds, 2 sophomores and a freshman who were investigating certain mathematical phenomena, such as the odds against drawing to an inside straight, and Dr. William Todd Hunter Hall, the president of Ivy, who's been working at his desk in the study of his home since shortly after dinner yesterday. The chapel bell is striking 8 as his wife, the former Victoria Cromwell of the London stage, enters and says,
Good morning, Dr. Hall.
Good morning.
And congratulations. You've just set a new record for going without sleep. Any statement for the press, champ?
Yes, I'm glad to bring the cup back to Ivy, where it belongs, and I'm looking forward with great confidence to the international match in Brussels next spring.
Oh, poor darling. How do you feel?
Oh, surprisingly well, if the ability to cope with whimsy on an empty stomach is at all indicative. Do I look awful?
Interesting, rather. One so seldom sees a chartreuse complexion.
Bad as that, eh? Well, it's worth it. One seldom sees an annual report as superb as the one I've just finished writing. Here, have a look.
Let's see. The state of the college.
Or, in the vernacular, out of the red and over the hump with Hall.
You sound enormously set up about it.
I've reason to be. I'd no idea how much I'd accomplished last year until I put it all down in black and white. The endowment fund is up, the building fund is up, enrollments are up.
And what are you doing up? Will you be working very much longer this morning?
Oh, I'm ready for bed.
Well, good. Penny will be right in with your overcoat and hat.
My overcoat and hat? Vicky, we've been married long enough for me to make a confession. I never go to bed wearing an overcoat and hat. I'm one of those odd fellows who slips between the sheets wearing only pajamas. I know I should have revealed this before, but
I told Penny to bring in our hats and coats because I'm taking you for a walk. A short walk for relaxation, a light breakfast, and then a good long sleep.
Excuse me, Mum.
Yes,
I
Penny.
brought you things. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Penny. I'll take those. Thank you. You're looking well this morning, Penny.
Thank you very kindly, sir. And you're looking... It's a very nice morning for a walk.
You don't say.
Yes, sir. It snowed last night, the first real snow we've had this year, and it's ever so lovely. Makes one want to go out and throw snowballs at top hats.
Well, feel free to do so whenever the spirit moves you, Penny. I'm ready, Victoria. Penny, you didn't by any chance notice a snowman on our front lawn, did you?
Should I have, sir?
Well, after the first really good snowfall of the year, the students had the custom of building a snowman in front of the home of each faculty member. You've heard of that, haven't you?
No, sir.
And the more affection they have for you, the larger the snowman they build.
There ain't one on our lawn. Allow me, sir.
Why, I dare say the snow fell too late for them to have taken advantage of it last night.
Which way should we walk, Toddy? Along Faculty Row?
Yes, that'll do nicely.
Be back in half an hour, Penny. That custom the students have. It's almost cruel in a way.
Not in the least. I admit it must seem so to those members of the faculty for whom very small snowmen are built, but they survive. Professor Heaslip, for example, has survived years of snowmen not much larger than a Drosophila fruit fly.
Professor Heaslip is lucky the students built any token of affection on his lawn. If anything, his personality suggests excavation.
And the report I've just finished makes it more certain than ever he won't get my job. His carefully cultivated friendship with the chairman of the board notwithstanding. It's really a smashing report, Vicky. I raised almost $1 million in endowments, built...
Built what? What from?
Look, there's a snowman in front of Professor Quincannon's house.
Oh.
Well, the snow came early enough after all.
Well, perhaps it wasn't the students, Toddy. Professor Quincannon has 2 children. They may have built it. Children build snowmen, too, you know.
Of course, that must be it. I mean, after all, there's no reason to suppose the students would build one for Quincannon and overlook me, is there? I mean, there's no reason to suppose they're antagonistic to me. I don't see why they should be. Do you?
No, of course they're not. You were telling me about your smashing report. Toddy, come on.
Oh, yes, my report. I suppose I shouldn't have said it's a smashing report. It's not really smashing, but it's a darn good one. I believe I may say, without immodesty, that I'm good at my job. After all, a college president must have ability and...
Keenness of vision?
Well, all college presidents have keen vision. A few, in fact, can even see themselves in the White House in 1952. You know, I knew a man once who...
I'm listening. Who what? What are you staring at?
A snowman in Professor Howard's front yard.
Oh, yes. Oh, I suppose Professor Howard's children must have built one, too.
Professor Howard is a bachelor.
Yes, of course, I'd forgotten. Well, then, Professor Quincannon's children must have come over from next door. I remember when I was a child, I used to build snowmen all over the place. Couldn't get enough of them. Fairly cover the landscape and build one in front of my house and one next door and then one further down the street.
Yes, they could have come over from next door, couldn't they? Quincanon's children, I mean.
Well, of course they could.
They could have jumped over the hedge or even come around that way through the gates.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much more than 30 paces. And you know, they're very active youngsters, positively hyperthyroid.
Oh, they are.
Oh, one probably said to the other, let's build one now on old Howard's lawn.
Yes, exactly. As a matter of fact, I seem to remember having heard children shouting something like that earlier this morning. But you were telling me about your report. Your report. I want to hear more about how darn good it is.
Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have said it's a darn good report. It's not really. It's a fair report. A little more. Vicky, darling, you spend much more time with the students than I do, really. What with your coaching the junior follies and all. You haven't heard any grumbling about my administration, have you?
None, Toddy, none.
Ah. It wasn't a very tall hedge, you know. Quincannon's children could have jumped over it.
Or crashed through. I mean, they're very sturdy.
Oh, it's the most natural thing in the world.
Yes, Toddy, let's turn down this street. I'm rather tired of Faculty Row. Same old hedges, same old houses. This street seems very charming.
Really? You find that row of garbage pails charming?
Oh, well, I suppose not. Oh, dear. There's a snowman in front of Professor Warren's house, too.
The young Quincannons have had quite a busy morning.
Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Dr. Warren.
Good morning, Mrs. Hall. Out for a stroll?
Yes, we're out for a stroll.
Well, I find there's nothing like it on a morning like this for getting rid of the doldrums, don't you?
Occasionally.
We were just admiring the snowman in your front yard. It has a great deal of character.
Oh, it's a pip, isn't it? I know it's not supposed to be good form for a faculty member to pay any attention to this sort of thing, but when you're 70, as I am, hypocrisy is too much of a strain. I just look at that gleaming monster and glow, Doctor. Glow.
Well, I don't blame you. And yet, the custom in some cases can be cruel, don't you think? I mean, the ones that don't get built.
Nope. It's not the custom that's cruel. It's the crushing impact of truth. Some people can't stand up under it at all. You take a president of Ivy we had in 1900, that's before your time. Bessemer was his name. 1 year, every member of the staff had a snowman except Bessemer. Old Pop Gut Bessemer. He resigned a few weeks later, for reasons of health, of course.
Oh, that seems very impulsive of him, a little drastic.
Well, Ivy's a small school and always has been. Personalities play a much bigger part than they do at some of these giant diploma factories. You wouldn't care to continue as president if you knew that the students would much rather tie a can to your tail, would you, Doctor?
Well, now, that's an interesting way to put it, but, no, I suppose not.
Why, of course not. You look at it this way, Mrs. Hall. Teaching hardly ever pays off in money. The average prof makes only about $2,500 a year, and it hardly ever pays off in glory. I myself can name 10 baseball players or burlesque queens, bless them, for every teacher you can bring to mind. Well, then, what makes an old party like me, the last of the tobacco-chewing professors, or a man like your husband stay with it?
Pride in the job, I suppose.
Pride in the job. That and the feeling that maybe we're helping the young savages become not scholars, but men and women, and that they appreciate it. Take that away and what's left?
Absolute zero.
Here I am lecturing the president. Tell you, when you arrive at my age and succeed in conning people to regard you as a lovable old gaffer, you get away with murder. Care to come in for coffee?
No, thank you. We have breakfast waiting at home.
That's the wisest decision you've made today. In all the world, no one concocts as nauseating a cup of coffee as I do. I'll see you soon, I hope, ma'am.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Dr. Warren.
He's a pip, isn't he? My snowman.
The very word for it, he's a pip.
Careful, don't slip on that snow.
By the way, Vicky, did I tell you I received a letter from Quesnel University this week?
I don't believe you did, Toddy. Why?
Well, they hadn't heard of the renewal of my contract as president here at Ivy, and they've made me a very flattering offer. Treasurer of the university. At almost the same salary I have here.
Toddy.
Further, and, perhaps of more importance, it's a purely administrative job. I wouldn't come into contact with students at all. Not ever.
Toddy.
They requested the courtesy of a reply this week. It's really a most flattering offer. I rather think I'll accept. Yes, I think it would be best.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
We'll return to the halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, in just a moment, as soon as we hear how a young actor got his first taste of fame.
Offhand, one would say there's scarcely a rhyme and hardly a reason for associating Shakespeare with Schlitz beer. But perhaps I better start at the beginning of my story. Our little theater group was putting on Romeo and Juliet, and I was this year's Romeo. Being handicapped by 2 left feet and an instinctive dread of high places, I don't mind telling you that climbing that balcony gave me a good deal of trouble in spite of considerable extra practice on my part. After our dress rehearsal, I still wasn't satisfied with my agility, so I decided to make a few practice climbs before calling it a night. As I reached the balcony the second time, I happened to glance down, and there below me I saw the rest of the cast gathered around drinking beer. The labels on the bottles told me it was Schlitz, and the expressions on the faces of my fellow players told me I was missing something. I knew Schlitz by reputation, but not by taste. So I climbed down from the balcony to find out what I was missing. If you could have seen me standing there in full Shakespearean costume, tasting Schlitz for the first time, you might have expected me to say something like, "'Pon my soul, what beer is this that lies so pleasantly upon the tongue?" But no, I just stood there speechless, grinning from ear to ear. The director, sensing my plight, said, "It seems that words can fail even an actor at a time like this. Let me say it for you. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous."
That surround us here today.
Returning to the halls of Ivy, we find a dispirited Dr. Hall strolling in the snow along Faculty Row with Mrs. Hall.
You're very quiet, Victoria.
I know. I'm concentrating. Trying to think of the right thing to say.
Oh, you don't have to say anything, my dear. The silent eloquence of the students has left very little unsaid.
Toddy, I know how you must feel. In a small way, I've been through it a number of times in the theatre. Playing for laughter and applause and getting the rustle of programs and a few coughs. You can say to yourself, chin up and good show and carry on, all that. And over it all, you can hear the lorries backing up to the stage door to haul the scenery away.
This time they're going to haul the actor away from the scenery. And after I'd convinced myself that I'd given such a sterling performance. Smashing report, indeed.
Would it help if I tried a recital of Kipling's If? It kills them in the provinces.
It's likely to prove lethal here, too. But thank you, my dear, anyway. As organizer and sole member of the William Todd Hunter Hall fan club, you've done some noble work.
Oh, Toddy, you don't have to try and laugh it off for me. Get it out of your system, darling. Blow up.
Curse the Board of Governors and their promise that I wouldn't have to spend my time wangling emoluments. Curse my folly in believing them. To the devil with all fat heads who kept me away from the students. Bah!
Oh, that was lovely.
No wonder they feel no affection for me. I'm so seldom with them. Not that to know me is to love me, you understand.
I understand nothing of the sort. I know you very well, and I'm mad about you.
How difficult it is to... Oh, thank you, my dear. How difficult it is to maintain contact with the student body. One college president I know scheduled a speech to the senior class for the sole purpose of proving that he actually did exist.
Oh.
And that's what's wrong with my report.
Toddy, I'm sure it's a superb report.
No, on the contrary, I omitted all reference, beyond a few statistics, to the most important part of any school, the students, and what they think about the state of Ivy. I should have found time to teach more courses. Look at Hutchins at Chicago and Conant at Harvard. The students are what make a college, not campus buildings and installations. Diogenes discoursed from a tub, and his students listened, and it was a school.
Toddy, look, talking of tubs, I see Professor Heaslip.
Where?
Through this hedge. He's just leaving his front door.
Is there a snowman on his lawn?
Yes, a very small one, which he has just made larger with 2 handfuls of snow. Oh, he heard us and stepped back.
Well, hello there. Good morning, Skipper. Good morning, fair lady.
Good morning.
Good morning, Heaslip. It's a nice snowman you have there.
Yes, it's a very nice little one.
Oh, you should have seen it before the sun came up and melted it. Amazing how quickly it went. This is the warmest part of Faculty Row, you know.
Oh, really? I found the whole area very cold.
Oh, that's a mistake, Skipper. That snowman was inches lower. I mean higher a few minutes ago. It melted down considerably. Also, the boys and girls happened to have chosen a slight dip in the ground on which to build it. Actually much taller than it looks. Optical illusion, you know. Not that I pay any attention to such things, of course.
Of course.
I'm happy the students like me as much as they do.
Of course.
I've often asked myself why. Naturally, I don't court their affection. I'm very strict, but fair pedagogue, if I say so myself. Perhaps it's the occasional humor with which I sprinkle my lectures.
For example?
Yesterday, I was discussing nature references in the poetry of the more eminent Victorians, one of whom referred to a dogwood tree in some lyric or other. I asked my students if they knew how to distinguish a dogwood tree, and when they said they didn't, I told them. By its bark. Well, I must be getting to class. Good morning, Skipper.
Good morning, Heaslip.
Good morning, fair lady.
Good morning.
The warmest part of Faculty Row, indeed. Ha! And yet, for the sake of that little snowman, I think I'd almost be willing to change places with Heaslip.
It'd be a little bit rough on me.
What do the boys and girls, as he calls them, see in the man? Oh, it's true he has no enemies, but that's more than balanced for the fact that none of his friends like him.
Well, let's turn back, Toddy.
Oh, this is probably one of the last times we'll ever stroll along here, Victoria. It's an attractive little street, isn't it?
Yes.
I've lived here a long time.
And I've loved it here.
You see that house across the way?
Mm-hmm.
I had a furnished room there when I was an instructor. On the top floor. Kitchen privileges. Female visitors permitted only as far as the front parlor. Please turn out the light before leaving the room.
Liberty Hall, wasn't it?
Then when I was appointed assistant professor, I moved over to this side of the street. Sitting room, bedroom and bath. Hot plate permitted. No wild parties.
Oh, what exactly was a wild party at Ivy in those days?
If I remember correctly, more than 2 people laughing at the same time. But then I allowed my appointment to a full professorship to go to my head, and I rented that Charles Adams mansion over there.
Oh, it wasn't a Charles Adams mansion. It was a wonderful old place to live.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? I mean, after I brought you there. It was fairly empty when I occupied it all by myself. It echoed. Empty and unsatisfying, and nothing I did with it, new furniture, new drapes, fresh paint, seemed to propitiate the fat little gods of the hearth.
Until you offered them me as a human sacrifice, eh?
You might very well have been mistaken for a human sacrifice as I handed you down from the taxi that first morning. You were scared to death.
Yeah, I was. I'd never had a home of my own before. Just hotel rooms and flats and theater dressing rooms.
Here we are, driver. And this is for you. This is our home, Victoria.
Oh, William. It's exactly the way I imagined it. All covered with vines and so very peaceful and quiet. And, oh, look! My name's on the letterbox.
I sent a letter from England asking that it can be done.
Professor W. Hall and Mrs. Victoria Cromwell Hall. Oh, thank you, Toddy, for being such a dear love. Is it always as quiet as this?
Yes. Nearly always.
And empty. I don't see any students.
One of them has just seen you. You seem to have arrived in more ways than one. Come on, let's go inside.
Oh, please take my hand. I'm suddenly appalled at how little I know about taking care of a household.
Hang on tight, darling. I have shortcomings, too.
Promise you'll overlook mine until I've learnt my way around.
I promise. It'll be a mutual understanding. Now, what did I do with the key?
Can't you find it?
Well, I could swear I had it in my hand. I thought Oh, I do have it in my hand.
Oh, you're as nervous as I am, really, aren't you? I'm so glad. I keep on forgetting you're new at this, too.
There. No, wait.
What?
Wait. There's a little ceremony involved here, a very nice one. I'll carry you across the threshold, like this.
Oh, Toddy, look, a snowman.
A snowman? What's a snowman doing in our hallway?
Don't you see it? The students must have come while we were out walking.
Yeah, but they've no right to build one inside the house. And where do they get the snow in May?
No, Toddy, it's a snowman, and it isn't May, it's February.
Yes, I know, but...
From wherever you were, dear, come back. You have a snowman.
Yes, but I mean...
and it's the most enormous snowman you've ever seen. Right over there.
Oh! Yes, why, it is a snowman. In our front yard. Vicky, This is our house, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. Oh, Toddy, you're always losing yourself in your thoughts.
Well, not completely, my darling, because you're always with me. But I don't understand this
Look,
snowman.
Look, there's a note attached to it. Yes, it's addressed to you. Here, so what does it say?
Oh, one moment. To President Hall, the delay in construction is entirely your fault. If you must work nights, please do so in one of the back rooms and avoid those overlooking the front of the house. In that way, the traditional anonymity of the They misspelt anonymity. The traditional anonymity of the builders will be preserved. Affectionately, classes of 50 to 53 inclusive. Well, now. Of course, it was probably a good bit larger when they first put it up. After all, this is the warmest part of Faculty Row, you know.
Yeah, I know. Could you stand a bit of breakfast and some sleep now?
Breakfast by all means, but no sleep as yet. Remember, I have the report to get out.
Another report?
The same one, but better. Far better and a great deal more inclusive. Directly after breakfast, I shall want to see the presidents of every class in my study. Yes, and the officers of all student organizations, too.
All at once in your little study?
Oh, we'll get them in, my dear. We'll get them in. Look at that snowman. It's good packing today.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And now, here again is Mr. Ronald Coleman.
The campaign to fight heart disease, this country's leading cause of death, is now underway. Diseases of the heart and blood vessels take an annual toll of more than 600,000 men, women, and children, a staggering number indeed. This dreaded menace accounts for 1 death out of every 3, a greater toll of lives than the next 5 causes of death combined. This year, give generously in support of this wonderful cause. Send your contributions to Heart, care of your local post office. Open your heart, give to fight heart disease. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Alan Reed, Gloria Gordon, and Arthur Q. Bryan. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman and Don Quinn. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn and directed by Nat Wolf. From the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company and the Halls of Ivy, our heartiest congratulations to station WTIC in Hartford, Connecticut on this, their 25th anniversary. Ken Carpenter speaking.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Next, hear We the People over most of these same NBC stations.